left off heading towards the lift, or we were
We
up
got
the
to
lift?
the top of the
You are
lift.
At the
Oh.
top of the lift. Gromnon has persuaded the guards who had stopped the cable car to allow it to continue moving.
I believe I also persuaded them to believe me.
Yeah. Or, that's what
You believe that?
What you know
Yeah.
for certain is that you have persuaded them to keep the lift moving.
Mm-hmm.
What you have gleaned from their expressions, their insight, is that you've, certainly had some emotional effect on them. They're not fully happy with the situation going inside Mazenhal. As to how close and happy to see you they are, that one you'll have to find out.
Can I get a definite ruling on how long it's been since we were in Mazenhal? This is very important.
Nobody knows that. It's crazy.
Count the days.
It's probably.
You had-
I think it's like 3 days or something. Honestly,
I just want
slept,
to GM call him.
in terms of you slept a night in the Hells.
did we?
You slept a night.
Yeah.
You took a long rest in.
Tiny hut.
in
Yeah,
Rust.
yeah, we did, and then we
Yeah.
slept at fucking Goss house.
Gosses.
Yeah.
You slept at Goss's house.
Twice.
2 nights in Goss's house.
2 nights.
And then you've slept a night in near Haller at James's farm. Yeah, Jameson's farm.
For 4 days.
Oh, we slept
Yeah.
2 days there,
This is-
right?
So this is
No,
the fifth. Yeah, you slept there. We arrived, did the stuff with James, then
Yes,
slept,
yes.
and then left.
Yeah.
So this is the 5th day.
I think we were saying 10 days in the last session. It's obviously not accurate. Now that we
10
actually sit down.
days since I'd been to the inn.
I think even then.
I thought it was.
It's like a week. So you were there. You did a night in the You did a night at the docks. At the pub there. That's name escapes me because I don't have bed and reach up in
Okay,
front
I'm
of me.
calling this the 5th day, Judd.
Yeah.
And you had 5th day since you left.
Yeah.
Checks
To be
out.
from for
Yeah.
the egg, it would have been from
A week, I guess. Yeah, 7
about
days.
A week,
Yeah.
week or so. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just paying myself. Jesus.
Yeah.
I needed to know that.
Yeah.
We get an abacus on the thing.
And
we
on the
just, pick across the date.
5th, maybe the 6th day, Gromnon would return.
Yes, that's the one.
I have descended via the depths and returned via the greatest heights. From the sky, I come to you. Yeah, absolutely.
You've got it.
Yeah,
You've got it.
that's the patter. I do like this character, Sam. So it's
Kill him.
yeah.
I know. I like this character as well because he's just
Yeah.
fucking weird.
I've got plans for this guy. Don't worry.
I like him a lot more than Titus. Put it
Yeah.
that way.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I didn't enjoy playing Titus. It's just
Oh.
that's charitable.
My character. There are forces in the world that did like Titus a lot, and there are forces in the world that like Gromnon a lot.
Oh god.
And no
Okay,
comment
mate.
beyond that. The cable car is clicking into place on the upper landing at the gatehouse of the upper city. You are, a kilometre above Bed and Reach, looking down upon the dot houses, mists swirling below you, clouds above, tossing, rumbling in 100 shades of grey. Very specific number there. The dwarves that come to meet you are dressed in their traditional armoured man uniform. They have half plates similar to what Gromnon, your companion, wears. But in their hands. And yes, 3 of you will recognise this with no doubt at all. They bear an apparatus built like a metal pipe set into a wooden block.
They have guns now.
They do. Indeed.
They could sure wipe out a zombie invasion with them.
Yeah.
I believe there was talk of being taken to the council. That's what these guys were saying.
Yeah.
Last session. They would take us to the whatever it's called again. Board and
Storehouse, yes, absolutely. And that reminds me that I need to open the dock with all of their fucking names on.
if that's acceptable with the gentleman, I suppose it's the first protocol.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. The gates crack and open and swing just a little way. They are large enough for the cable car to come inside, but cable is not moving any further. You are shown the way to walk in.
All right, disembark. Head over towards them.
Two of the three who've met you are remaining where they are. They are walking around the cable car, making sure that nothing else has come up with you. There's some wrinkling of noses, some raising of eyebrows, especially looking at Tongi here now. How's Tongi feeling about this? This is not a part of Mazenhal that you knew existed.
He's apprehensive at the moment, a little bit nervous
Yeah.
about what's going to happen, but he's a little bit more at ease than he would have been because he doesn't look the way he did last time he was here.
Well, don't mean to break it to you, but there weren't very many tieflings down there either.
Yeah, but at least nobody's going to recognize him unless they hear his name.
We won't. Yeah, we won't let nothing happen to you.
It's the golden voices you will worry about. Something happening to them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. They are the power that keeps whatever his face's name in power. I can't remember his name. I keep forgetting. The character's name. Highcleve, that's it.
Simon Highcleve.
Yeah. Okay, brain fog.
Yeah.
Power beneath the throne.
They must be dealt with at some point.
Right, see these bastards are going to say for themselves.
So we're coming straight in on the posh level, right, Jed?
You are coming in on the posh level, and the stone here is clean cut, polished in places like a sharp, bright granite.
Was there many people who lived in the high level?
Yeah, so there are people that live up there, definitely.
Was where we met Gromnon and Boston's
in the
place?
Portals.
They're on like
they live in. So it is the lower city, which is raw caves.
plebs.
The tunnels are unfinished. It is small shacks and kind of huts cut into the rock. The upper level is straight lines.
Deliberate.
Dwayne City.
Yeah, it is straight lines, it is reinforced columns, it is working doors and large apartments. And daylight. Daylight is, funneled around the place by cuts in the rock, which allow admittance of light through tunnels, and what in another place might serve as ventilation is used here to channel light. Mirrored surfaces and prisms.
I'm going to continue flying about the height of Jethro, like my head's about the same height as him, with my cloak billowing and standing in a kind of lordly, holy pose as we go.
You're simply floating your way forward. How long does the wing boots last, Sam?
Each click of the heels is 1 hour.
Okay, yeah, neat, fine.
And I will tell you how long the whole thing can last.
Well, sure. I'll let you know when an hour is coming up.
So they last for 4 hours. Oh, sorry. Each click of the blue is a minimum of 1 minute, but I'm going to just leave them go.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I'll
just let me know when an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll probably land when we arrive at the council.
Yeah. Absolutely. There is. You've been here before. You, with the exception of Tongi, you have all been here before. There's generally, especially in the hallways, a sense of bustle, a sense of movement that's done quietly and with, if not haste, then with purpose. That's not the case now. People are sitting in the halls, sitting on or wrapped in blankets. Families are kind of huddled together. Steps or doorways have got people sitting on them. The daylight cracking through the door illuminates people in a way that they squint, and they look over at you. At first, unsure, perhaps trying to make you out as the daylight is hitting them square in the eyes, backlighting you, and then they adjust.
These people
And
sit.
Gronon,
Yeah.
in particular, they recognize.
These people sitting around, their clothing look particularly fine, or
Their
they look
clothing
poor?
does not look particularly fine. They are wearing, dirty shirts as though they have just come off shift. They are wearing
Refugees
aprons
from
as
down
though they have been
below.
cooking.
Yeah, they must be from down below.
As people will catch my eye and are close enough, I'll just repeat the line. On the 5th, it was the 5th day, wasn't it? On the 4th day, whatever, already forgotten.
Yeah.
5th.
And on the 5th he shall return, the chosen. Salvation has come, my brothers.
Oh God, I'm so tempted to do a repeat of last session.
Other people
Let it
are recognizing Jethro. If not recognizing, then identifying some of his traits. Nobody stands, but people are whispering, perhaps looking shocked at seeing him.
I'll wave at the crowd, thinking that I'm getting a hero's welcome like Gronan.
Just make me I'm inclined to
once
call this
a
something
hero.
like a charisma check there. You can pitch a roll if you'd like, but otherwise
No,
just add
just
your charisma
charisma.
bonus.
Sorry, my graphics driver needs reinstalling. Oh, my bonus is 0, so it's 14.
14's not bad.
Huh.
And at the very least, no one is cowering.
Huh.
But people are surprised to see you all moving together.
Fair enough.
Give me some seconds. The storehouse is not too far away, and again, those of you who have been to see Highcleve will know some of the way. There's a couple of people that can make checks here, but it's quite specific. Gromnon and or Obadiah, I'll give you guys a choice between religion and history.
I'll take the history.
They are both shit. So
Gronan is a master of religion. Wink.
19.
17 on religion. Well, yeah, I have a +1. Masterful religious man.
And Jed, I'm also going to cast Enhance Ability Eagle Splendor on myself.
What's Eagle Splendor?
Charisma?
Advantage on charisma checks.
Very good, sir.
Okay. What was your history roll again? Sorry, Obadiah.
19.
19. Okay. I think both of you will know about this. So in terms of this end of the city, this layout, Obadiah having been a student of these things, there's 3 kind of major chambers in the way that you are heading. One of them is the Gelder's office. That's Highcleve's office. Officially, it doesn't belong to him so much as it belongs to the city, but he's the only person that's inhabited it for some centuries.
It is the office of his office.
It's his office in the sense that the White House is the president's home, number 10 is the prime minister's home. I'm sure that there is an equivalent in Dublin, and you will forgive me for my ignorance on that subject.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah,
caravan.
that belongs to the state, but is the residence of the head of state. And so there is the Gelder's home.
Bono.
There is
Sorry.
the storehouse, which is the meeting chamber for the council heads, and there is the temple to high winds. And it's here, basically, that's a little higher up, although you would take, for some of the way, the same corridor to all
Temple of
three.
High Winds, is that like an old religion, as in the religion from the game we played hundreds of years in the past?
It is not with a god. It is part of the same faith that is, temple to rain, temple to the dawn.
That's
so
the
like
modern faith.
It's the modern faith which
Yeah.
eschews gods. It is part of and affiliated and almost serves as a counterpoint. You have the Temple of High Winds and the Temple of Deep Rock are the official
Galactic.
kind of. Yep, absolutely.
So what was Sigmund?
Sigmund was Deep Rock.
Yeah, right, got it.
The cleric who keeps the Temple of High Winds is called Dunbarn.
Dunbar.
Can't think of
Yep.
a fart joke yet.
Radio.
Okay. But the one that's led you from the landing pad takes the right-hand corridor towards the storehouse, and you can hear from the outside the clamoring, the shouting.
Oh, this should be good.
There are two guards, similarly armored, at the door. But all they take is a nod.
Wait. We go in. I think we should go in at different times.
Okay, I'll go in first.
No. For maximum effect, I mean, Obadiah should go in and begin talking to Highcleve about the issues with his past and the corruption and how he's allowed demonic religion to start. And then for extra effect, I can come in later with my line, if you're in agreement, and stir up the uproar of the rest of the crowd to side with Obadiah.
So shall we just go in with him? The rest of us?
I don't know. I was wondering if maybe you and Tongi wanted to come with me. Slaves freed.
Well, I was never a fucking slave, but yeah.
You know what I mean.
I don't see why not. Might be a laugh.
They're the evidence of the wrongdoing of the dwarfs that must be fixed.
Yep.
And here I am, a dwarf, with you, my friends.
Oh, I've heard enough of him talking for a lifetime anyway, so I could do with sitting out the first 5 minutes.
What say you, Tor, Obadiah?
Yeah, makes no odds to me.
Yep.
I doubt he'll be talking to us in front of the whole assembly.
Cause a ruckus.
Well, you're talking to the assembly, right? That's what we're here for.
Yes, we're here to talk to the assembly, not Highcleve.
Well, I need to talk to Highcliffe.
Oh.
Because
Why? That's not what we agreed last week.
I thought we were going to do both. Okay, doesn't matter.
So-
Yes, we'll talk to the assembly.
So come up with something to say to these big geezers, and then we meet Highcleve.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah,
me
yeah.
what you want to
Just,
say.
What do we want to talk to Highcleve about?
My fist, his teeth.
Right.
Well, I don't really
I
care.
want to know more about what happened. And the fact he's committed to.
Well, I think this is the perfect place to do it, in front of the council of his peers.
Well, if he's here.
It'd be the only way to get truth out of him, is if
You-
it's
you've-
forced.
You've been told that he's there by
Oh, okay.
the dwarfs that picked you up off the
Yeah.
landing pad.
All right.
And if I didn't tell you that last session, I'm pretty sure I did, but if I didn't tell you that, then I'm telling you now. You've been told that he's in there.
This isn't just any riffraff, is it? This is the nobles, the people who make the decisions. They have as much right to know.
Alright. Magic Man goes in first, followed by Magic Man 2, Magic Man 3, Magic Man 4, and Jethro.
Jeffro's got spell slots.
I do.
No, he doesn't have slots. He just has a couple of spells that he can cast, yeah.
In ascending order of magical ability, I'll go last.
I'm going to stop at the bottom of the stairs. I'm just assuming there's stairs that go up to a big door to go into this building. I'm going to stop at the bottom of the stairs and hover in a meditatory pose and meditate.
Ah. He's a man committed to the aesthetics.
Yeah.
This feels like a key moment for growing up.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just sit on the steps and pick my nose. And listen
The
for my
dwarf-
cue.
The dwarves at the gate have a little chit-chat, a couple of whispers in the ears. There's some nodding. And they push the door. The stone door, which does not grind, it does not drag. But does seem to take some weight on the push. The shouting echoes out for a moment. There's a line about, you can't expect... And then there's quiet for a brief moment. Eyes are looking your way. Obadiah, are you going in first?
Yeah, I will go in first.
And who's going with him?
I will walk in just behind him, a foot to his left.
Out of the way, I
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to carry that. I'm going to carry that history roll forward, and what I might do then is send you a list of the dwarves that you see. But effectively, there are. I'm going to count this really quickly. There are 9 seats. 3 of them are empty.
Okay.
Um.
Well, we know where one of them went anyway.
You will, that was a fairly decent history roll that you got, so I'm just going to give you some of the names. You are a scholar of dwarven culture and history, and therefore I think you deserve to know about that. I've kind of established that for Obadiah. So you'll know about these things. Eyes are on you. And Highcleve, whom you recognise, whom Tor will recognise, turns away from the assembly, this round table, to face you. There's a chewing of the mustache, a kind of screwing of his face a little bit, and then his shoulders drop. He says, you're alive then. By the stars, we're glad to see it.
Well, we had a bit of a journey to get back to you. How goes it down there?
Another dwarf shouts up and says, You mean you've not come through it?
No.
This is the one you were telling us about, eh, Simon? And another, it's a fucking shit show is what it is.
Well, this probably wouldn't have happened had this council not decided to take on the barbarous act of slavery. It was this very uprising that gave purchase to a devil to come into your midst. We had been transported to one of the planes of hell. It was lucky that we managed to find our way home. Now I see Sigismund is missing. and I see Harlow. Or I don't see Harlow. And is it Gulrud who leads the Golden Voice?
There's a general kind of nod, but also a kind of clamour. Who the fuck are you trying to come in here and tell us what you can and can't do? Look, I know you're some bigwig.
Oh, you can keep slaves if you like, as long as the king doesn't mind it. But you're always going to run the risk of a revolution, a revolt, especially when keeping giants. It was foolish and short-sighted. And what? To power your bloody elevators? Your lifts?
A dwarf, slightly redder in the face than the others. You will recognise this as Mater, who is the head of the clan responsible for the culinary arts, feasts, food and drink. Says they run the whole bloody city, mate.
Well,
You think we can live without? Well, you know, how would you run a surface town without candles to power the lights at night, or you know, wheels to turn on the carts?
That's really horrible comment, Ellen.
So weak analogy, though.
This is fucking comparing humanoids
Master-
to candles. Sorry.
Master, if you are actually comparing the sacredness of life to a fucking candle, we are going to have further words outside this assembly. Slavery was banished in the king. I'm making this up, Jed. Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm wrong. Slavery was banished in this kingdom centuries ago. It's a barbaric act, and just because you folk look down on these people and view them as subhuman, sub-dwarf, there's no reason that this can be justified. We can help you fix your problem, but it will rely solely on the freedom of the slaves.
That sounds like a persuasion check there, Gav, unless you have a different idea. You've got advantage from the enhanced ability.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Persuasion is only +2, so that'll be +4. 12.
With advantage because of the enhanced ability.
Oh, sorry, I was doubling it, not giving myself advantage.
Yeah.
So that would have been a 10. And here's the other roll.
Ooh.
That's considerably worse. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not expertise. It's or a kind of double thing. It'd be better if it was, I think, but advantage on the checks, on the skill checks for enhanced ability.
Yeah.
What's the reaction, Jed?
Yeah. A number of the dwarves stand. A number of them all shout at once. They shout at each other. They shout at you. They shout at Highcleve.
At this point, I'm going to, as I hear the uproar, because I assume I do, I'm shouting.
Yeah. The door has not been fully closed, so you will hear some things along the lines of "I fucking told you. I told you that we shouldn't allow humans in here."
Mhm.
You know, this and this and this. He's talking about the king.
Double racism.
It's at this point that I would like to start floating up the stairs and say, "Come now, my friends." And I will use thaumaturgy to make the doors slam open or whatever. And as I come into the room, it is then you notice I have changed appearance.
What?
During my meditation, my scars on my arms, which are lightning shaped, I don't know if any of you ever looked, beginning to glow yellow and light blue. My eyes have turned a pale yellow, and skin looks as clean as the day I was born, with no blemishes. I've cast Disguise Self.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I'm still at the same, just cleaner.
Just sexier.
Just absolutely sexy.
Just turned
And
up to
I
10.
will float down with my hands out, upturned, and say, "And on the 5th he shall return to fight those, the slavers, the people who cause injustice among the dwarfs. For the dwarfs know that toil is the only way, and the way that they have been living is subjugation. It's evil. Things must change." Hopefully some people faint, like some women or something, Jed.
Urban women.
Yeah.
Again, somebody. Now I'm inclined, Sam, to call for a performance check. How does that sound to you?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah,
fucking performative.
that's what that seems like to me.
Yep.
It's like
I'm going
a
to use
fucking
that guidance I
Lady
messaged you
Gaga.
about as well.
Add your D4.
Oh my god.
Can I
Well,
use the Sift answer on him on his roll?
yes.
You can force a reroll.
I'm
You watch
forcing a
this
reroll on
happen.
that, yeah.
You
I
was
just
like-
go alone.
I'm
with
like-
this-
I'm
the
like,
cape snag in the doorway.
no, I just saw it. I'm like, that was a bit rubbish. So I just tickle the thing in my pocket and see what happens.
It's a reroll of the D4 as well, I assume.
Yeah,
Time
reroll
change.
both of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, cool. 20.
20 total. Okay.
1.
The room is quiet. Eyes are on you.
Excellent. It's Highcleve looking. Is the
Highcleve-
religious whoever here, counselor, whatever.
Highcleve is looking. Dunbarn, the storm cleric,
Oh my god.
the cleric of high winds, is looking at you. Members of various clans we have here. Now, I've told Gav about this, but Head Iron from the clan of smiths, Chug from the alchemists clan, Susorin from the jewelers, Matur from food and drink is here. Now, Sigmund, some of you again will remember and understand why he is gone.
He's dead, right?
But Harlow, who leads the mine in a formal sense, the mining dwarves, he is the head of their family, is not present, nor is Gulrod, who is nominally, and that would be a name that Tongi would remember, although perhaps not recognize any of these individuals.
Mm.
Tongi will have heard the name Gulrod as the head of the family that keeps the order, especially in the lower city, especially in the lower parts of the lower city. These are for Jamie's benefits. The dwarven families are organized by, although there are, household families in the traditional sense, there are kind of clans that are organized by profession.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between guilds and, kind of family groups.
Artisans or whatever.
Yeah.
The bakers who've been baking forever.
Yeah, it's somewhere between guild and caste. Yeah, it's probably a good way of thinking about it.
Mm.
Yeah, I just thought them as guilds.
Yeah.
Like
Guild
clans.
There probably is some artistry guilds, I'd imagine.
Oh,
But
this
these-
jewelers
yeah.
guild here represented.
So there is a jeweler's, there is an alchemist's.
Anyway, as I float in, I
Yeah.
will drop onto my feet and say a hymn under my breath, which is me casting guidance again.
Okay. In Dwarvish?
In Elvish.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw a flare in there.
Yeah. Why?
Why not? No, actually in Gnomish. Fuck it.
A gnomish hymn.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Gnomish hymn, because maybe that'll sound weird to them. I don't know.
Yeah.
As he does that, Tongi's just going to walk up and stand at the entrance, looking in.
And Jethro, are you coming in behind as well?
Yep. I'll just sort of stroll down behind and fold my arms and look cool.
My fellow brothers. I'm going to start that. That's all right. My
Yeah.
fellow brothers, respected elders, guild leaders, and artisans alike. This man here, and I will do like that orator point, like where I draw my hand from my hip over towards Highcliffe.
Yeah. Okay. I think I follow you. Yeah.
Yeah, like the big orator point. This man over here has misled you. Him and the institution of the Golden Cloaks have led a bloody slave what's the word? City, I suppose. Let
Society?
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's society. Let a slaver society where you have profited off the toil of others, when you should know as dwarfs that we work hard and we reap the reward. Toil is the way, slaves is definitely not. God is angry. During this time, Highcleve has overseen a religion that has brought back demons into the world, demons which he saw many years ago. And the king sent us to fight. You would be stupid to leave him in his place. Renounce Highcleve. Renounce the old religion. Embrace the future. We should all work for our means. That's that. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, give me. That sounds like a persuasion check. Everyone else can make an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, it is persuasion. Yeah.
Oh, 24.
Less
Oh
good.
fuck! Sorry.
18.
Oh, what did you do to me?
19, Jed.
Nick's goddamn dice sabotage me.
27.
27 on
Fine.
the insight check.
5 of a nat 1.
Okay. That's all right. That's okay.
I float my dice. It is.
Yeah,
We've
his
got
dice
a-
hit mine and stopped mine on a nat 1.
As sorry, I know you're taking the numbers. It's more for
Yeah.
everyone else. As
Yeah.
as I finish my spiel, I will say, this insult to God. May you repent your ways, have a prayer, and I'll cast guidance again. That's the prayer in Gnomish.
You're in the bloody guidance.
Mate, I've got guidance. I'm gonna cast it all the time. And
I've
ram
got
it in.
guidance and resistance, but I haven't cast either one of them yet.
Because he's played Baldur's Gate and it's like, yeah,
Yes.
cast.
No,
cast,
but
cast.
at least I'm role playing it in.
Yeah,
Not just-
I would not be happy with you say if I called for a check and you said I'm casting guidance before I did it, I'd be
Yeah.
less happy with that. That you're explaining it, that this is a moment where it's fully reasonable for Gronon's hands to be glowing at random intervals and things like that. I'm kind of alright with it.
Yeah, that, and I've
yeah.
been using it as blessings and things all the way through.
Yeah,
The fucking...
you've been casting it a lot. I think if we kept a track of the number of times you just cast guidance willy nilly.
Yeah, and it's not usually for me either. It's just for randoms.
Yeah. Gav, did you roll an insight check
God.
there as well, or
I did. I got an 18.
an 18? Okay.
Hold on, I'm just gonna
Um,
stop.
Tongi, you are feeling a little lost here. These aren't faces that you recognize. You've heard certain names in the discussion, but you're still trying to work out what's going on. You're still trying to work out how it's possible that this place exists, in contrast to where you have been, what you thought you were going to find in this place. You are, I imagine, somewhat shocked at seeing dwarves who look squalid. Dwarves who look scared, dwarves who look powerless in the hallway behind you. And to be told that these are the men that are responsible for everything that's happened to them, everything that happened to you in your former life. I imagine that's a bit of a shock for Tongi.
Yeah.
For the others going forward, Obadiah and Jethro, the group are surprised. They are affected. They know who Gronon is, but very few of them have met him, have dealt with him directly. They've heard of him through reputation. They've heard that he's the reason that someone is late for work. They've heard that he is the reason that their delivery is being delayed.
The reason their kid doesn't look like his dad.
Yeah, that's true.
But to hear him speak now, yeah, they are surprised themselves. All except Highcleve. Now, Highcleve knows full well who Gronon is, who knows a lot about him.
Didn't he condemn me to jail or something?
He didn't condemn you to jail, but he did, last time he met you all, insist that you all went and stayed in a particular inn while he sorted out what was
Yes,
going on below.
That's a rest.
And you all
yeah.
snuck out. Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Highcleve doesn't look too upset about what's being levied against him. Or, with that monstrous insight roll, as certain facts are brought up, as certain ideas that Highcleve is responsible for the incurrence of devils, the recurrence of fiends into this place or others, he looks a little more satisfied. Not because he thinks he's winning, but because he can see an opportunity here, because he can see that last time you met him, he spoke slightly in riddles because he wanted you guys to go and work something out. He's seeing that you guys have gone away and done the work, and that you know enough now to follow what he has to say on this matter.
Okay.
And he speaks next. The rest of the dwarves are somewhat stunned. Even Dunbarn, whose face did curl up, especially at the word God, looks surprised here, but Highcleve looks somewhat pleased. And he comes forward towards you, Gronon. He nods a little. It's true. It's all true. The way this city has been built was built on a dream of dwarven strength and dwarven purpose. And what has happened in the lower reaches of the lower city is a perversion of that dream.
Hmm.
And there's a bigger truth there. You see, we built this city on rock. No, we built this city to protect our people from what was going on across the rest of this nation, from what is still happening in High Lurie, on the throne of King Rousselet, the marked man. We're all well aware of his decrees on slavery, his decrees on agriculture and war, and faith and religion. And it's true that, well, in my attempts to protect us, brothers, they sought to insulate us away. And even then, I have failed. He unclasps his gloves, gauntlets at his wrists, lays them down upon the table, and says, "So, let us be the change."
Huh.
I'm going to hold my hand up as if to say,
Yeah.
take a blessing. Like, as if I say, take my hand, not as a, groveling thing.
Yeah, and he holds a hand out to shake yours.
I will take it and say thank you for your confession.
And Cass can flick wounds.
Yes, I class. Yeah. You'd love that one.
I'll take a step forward. I'll say,
Yeah.
Does this mean an end to slavery?
It must, I say.
He's looking at Obadiah here. And he's then back to you, Jethro, to the rest of you in the room. He says, well, That's not just up to me. But I wonder if it's the time for us to take a closer look at some of the King's decrees. See
Not,
which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to
I suggest
reconsider.
strongly suggest you reconsider this. Well, don't reconsider this. Wait, hold on. Strongly suggest you abolish slavery. Shit.
Yeah,
Keep
That's
that
all in
decree.
character.
Keep that
Is it-
decree. Get that good decree.
the one
They
that
can't
I'm
all
abiding to now.
look, they can't all be winners, but the no slavery one, that's a
Yeah.
good one. Keep
Yeah.
that.
It is imperative.
Mm.
For the dwarf's way is not that of luxury and sitting on one's arse. Well,
Yeah.
others toil. We must all toil. Shared suffering for the greater good. And for
We-
the reward at the end of it, brothers.
We're toiling on behalf of the realm. You can't just insulate yourself.
Indeed, my friend is correct.
But if
It's
if we work together, slaves gotta be freed.
Thorin, who is the head of the jewelers, leans forward and says, "Not as simple as just telling them they're free, though, is it?"
No, it's not. They'll have to be settled.
No,
Many
I mean-
will die, and
Or
Yeah.
employed.
I mean, they won't listen to, well, any of us in this room, will they?
They'll listen to me.
Have you met
listen
any of
to
the
me.
slaves?
And my friend Tongi here was a
I
former
want to step forward of that.
slave under your roof. Now, I know what you're thinking. There is magic afoot. He was an orc.
Here we go.
Now he's not.
Segue.
But I assure you, he's one of the slaves from down below, and they all know him better than they know me. Now, we together, we will talk to the slaves. And
Tongi, did you want to speak?
lead them out of here. At least I propose
Spartacus.
that.
Tongi Sparkus.
Yeah.
But, Tongi, I'm inclined to pitch. It's possibly a history check. It's possibly an insight check. One or the other. You can make your choice there before you speak on the matter.
Can we not settle him in that?
Insight.
Yeah.
Right.
There is an
Insight.
entire town that was
15.
invested with zombies that we
Exactly.
could clear. Yeah, I'm
That's
on the
what I
same
was-
wavelength as you, Vic. But
Well,
Gronon doesn't know that.
Ansel.
Yeah,
Singing,
Gronon doesn't know that.
At fucking there.
Well,
And then
as
they
in
could
all
put-
things concerning the slaves, we will offer them the choice. I will offer them the choice.
Yes, yes.
What was that insight check, please, Jamie?
15.
15 total. There's something that this guy's getting at. With all this talk about choice, with all this talk about they won't. It's not a question of simply telling people that they're free. You recall. It's hard to say what you recall. It's hard to say because the days stretch into one another, and there were. It's hard to distinguish one moment from another in what's literally another life, but also, the monotony of life down in the pits beneath Mazenhal. But there were days when you did need instruction. And with a 15, there were days when things just seemed right. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Mind control.
Yeah, the God voices. We already know that, don't we?
Hmm.
Yes. Are you going to say anything, Tongi, before I start fucking blabbering on again?
I'm not sure what Holly would say in this situation. Suppose, hang on. Yeah, Tongi's going to step forward, walk over to Jeffro, and place his hand on Jeffro's shoulder, and then he's going to say, "Yeah, Like Jethro, my brother, said, I can talk to slaves because I was one. If they need help, I will offer it and offer my help as much as I can. If you're worried about them, don't give them a reason to be scared or angry. Just give them a choice.
And get those golden voices out of there.
Yeah, get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
No more.
We don't want to see them. The slaves don't
It's
want to see them.
It's imperative that the hammer to your anvil is gone, Mr. Highcliffe. We know the hold they have on the slaves.
Soren continues and says, well, if you're going down there, lads, you'll notice that there's no one from the Golden Voice here. No one from the mines here. No one from the Deep Rock. As to what happened with Sigmund, well, we've all heard stories, we've all heard rumours.
He
couple of-
released a demon.
A couple of eyes flick to Tongi's horns.
He's a good one.
He's not a demon.
He's not like those they made bargains with. I'll tell you that now.
Don't mention the bargains.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Where are
Leave
they?
it to me. My flock is down there. They will
Go.
be looking for guidance after the betrayal of Sigmund
If
on the dwarven people.
you must,
You won't be able to... Yeah.
you have to issue a decree to the Golden
No.
Voices at least.
Not a decree, Jeffrey.
What? An order.
We don't like that word around here.
Okay. Oh yeah, fuck that. You have to tell the Golden Voices to fuck off.
You know, we've always run this city by consensus from this very chamber. Highcliffe speaking now. And there've always been dissenting voices. There have always been those from the very beginning who insisted that certain measures, certain levels of control were more important than others. But I don't think anybody left alive in the lower city is going to recognize the authority of anyone from this lofty peak anymore.
Well, if you allow us to free the slaves, I'll get them out of here without a slaughter. But if the Golden Voices are there, they'll be torn to shreds by the slaves.
We kill them.
That's a premonition,
And
not a warning. That's just what's going to happen.
Obadiah, maybe you have thoughts on this. Then perhaps the council should dissolve completely.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm
And
sure you
rebuild
got
from
the, I'm
the
sure you
ground
got the
up.
leverage for that, mate.
You remove the slaves from the equation, gentlemen. And then it's up to you to rebuild your trust with your citizens. That's, I think, the best that you can do. Tell me, is there a way out of the mines into the mountains from the base?
There's the main gate.
I'm
People look.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not keen for leaving here until this issue is resolved.
Well,
Obadiah.
also, can I whisper to the guys?
Not
like,
just the slaves.
yeah, we
Well, we
could do
can't
with-
wait here months while they rebuild trust with their people.
We could do with securing the
No,
the
but
loyalty
we can't
of
leave
the
here while there's a
city
civil war happening.
in the
Agreed.
city or in
Especially
realm.
when they're now making firearms, and that could be extremely efficient.
Well,
against
yeah,
French.
yeah, I get you. Well, you take the slaves out of the equation, the populace have risen up.
Yeah, you take slaves out of the equation, then all of the people who do the meaningless work aren't going to do the meaningless work. The councillors are going to try and tell them to do the meaningless work because the slaves are gone. They're not going to do it. They're going to rebel even more. So I think the council needs to dissolve and be rebuilt.
Well, you can
Silence.
again.
Well, I think
Gex saying I don't think you got the fucking leverage for that. I think an angry horde of thousands of people from below decks will have the leverage for that.
That's what I mean. Yes.
If we
that's what I mean.
go and fucking get them.
No, I'm telling them beforehand. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, right.
I'm telling. Yes. If I haven't come across clearly, sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say to Highcliffe.
Sam made that point in good words in character.
Yeah. Sorry. There you go. That one.
If that's the pitch, Sam, this, I mean, again, I'm happy to take a persuasion check on that in terms of pitching it to the council. That sounds like it's going to be a difficult one.
Is it true?
Ooh, that's a different question. Again, this sounds like you are not presenting false information.
It's
No,
speculation.
but I
if
might
anything.
be deceiving him on the power of my flock as well.
Right,
So
okay.
We're going to go and control them.
Well, if you say your flock number's in the millions, then
Yeah.
Well, there's only like thousands of people there, isn't there, total? But
Yeah. Talk me through what you'd like to do, especially if you're going to try and pitch for a deception check rather than a persuasion one. Talk me through what you'd like to
yeah.
say.
So I'm going to suggest, as I did before, that we would go and smooth over the populace and bring them back under one united banner, free the slaves, so that they can be, removed to this town we were talking about, maybe. And then say to him, the sway in my flock is untold, and you would be ill-advised to underestimate what they can achieve. If they wanted this council gone, it would be gone. The only way to save your seat, I don't know, your vote of confidence with the people, is to put your hands up and admit wrongdoing and offer for replacement.
Okay. That's reasonable. I think a deception check off the back of that sounds fine to me.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bullshit in there. Because my flock was like...
your flock might be like a dozen
Yeah.
people.
yeah.
Versus what was in, the upper city versus the people that you've seen around. People
Yeah.
recognized you, but...
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Now we're talking. 29.
Sheesh.
So at the very least, he believes that I have a massive flock.
There are some downward glances. Some dwarves look at their own noses, they look at their hands upon the tables. Those of you who are in the room with Gronon don't really have a sense of how many people he was meeting with. You aren't really sure how many will be around. And in the end, it's only Dunbarn. Dunbarn, the cleric of high winds, who hasn't spoken yet, conspicuously almost, even during the clamour, says, "We're doing all that we can to protect those that made it up. We've no power. We've no power down there now, as it is. And we've no idea who's left."
Tell
There were
us.
reports. There were reports
Yes.
from the last of the families making it up the well that anyone non-dwarf was being rounded up and executed.
Well,
Shit.
You won't be able to pass in disguise or amongst some sense of order down there.
well, we have to stop this immediately.
Sounds like the Golden Cloaks have gone.
Ape shit bananas.
Sounds like they're trying to resolve the situation themselves.
Seems like the best
No.
resolution for this would be for
No.
us to get down there.
Does none of you have any power over the Golden Cloaks? Who do they report to?
Their leader, who is not here.
They did report to the council. They were part of the city.
They report to...
They sent an envoy up the well, and he dropped for attempting to charm the guards who stopped him.
Oh. What's the leader called of the Golden Cloaks? Golden Voices?
Gulrod.
Gulrod. I'm just writing that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will give you, or I'll put
He's
the list.
on the
of
list.
council, I'll put the list of council members in the Discord.
He's on my list. Right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go wee-wee.
Do I have your word if we resolve the situation with the Golden Cloaks that you will abide by the suggestions to bring the city back to peaceful prosperity?
There's a look around the room from all of them, and then eyes settle on Highcleve. And he says, quite sincerely, I'm not going to ask for a check here. He says, that's all I've ever wanted.
Then it shall be. Right, boys, we've got some work to do.
Let's go.
If you're going down the well, we can guarantee you get down safely, but the guards there are on orders to fire at anything that moves. When I say fire, these things they are literally casting balls of hot iron.
We know what they are.
You know what this is, then...
They
Yeah.
were carried by a devil worshipper from a far away nation. You know how
Sold
that
the
looks.
sign by a very enthusiastic gnome very quickly.
War
They've come in-
profiteering.
They've come in handy.
Who has?
But listen,
Can you send
Evidence.
word to your guards that we'll be passing this way?
for leading things out, you can... The main gate is the only... Well, it's not the only way out.
Okay.
But finding another way without a guide, it'll be difficult.
Can you provide a guide?
I'm inclined to put it behind a check,
Is
something like this.
is it a way out
Yeah.
from below the lower city?
Would it be
Actually,
something Gongi knows?
When you say, can they provide a guide, I will pipe up and say, who among you is ready to repent for their sins?
Ooh.
We require a guide. Would you like me to roll something for that, Jed, as well?
Dunbarn will spread his hands. So I'm the only one of these men that'll last more than about 10 minutes. There's a
Then-
scornful look on his face.
Then you and old religion shall stand by side in these dire times. And I will offer him a hand.
Now, he's new religion as well, so.
No, I'm the new religion. I'm calling him old religion.
The general, the kind of official faith of Lurich considers itself a new faith. It is new by the standard of religions in the world. There is an unofficial recognition
Well,
of
it's
casting something else out.
People right here
Going
were
on-
probably alive when it came. Into
I mean, very literally there were.
Yeah. So the thing is I am the old religion, as in I worship gods, which was
Yeah.
gone and
Yeah.
replaced by wind
That's-
and
You
whatever.
see it as the new.
But I see it as the new religion.
You
Yeah.
get that.
So,
Gronon's
yeah.
a young dwarf.
Yeah.
Highcleve, for example, is quite an old dwarf.
So he's probably aware of this older religion that I'm kind of spouting with gods and things.
He very much is.
Yeah. Probably why he likes it.
Well, Highcleve, those of you who spoke to Jimes, which includes Gronon, Jimes and Highcleve have met.
Cool.
Oh, yes.
You'll have had that from the other session, I'm sure.
So yeah, I'll offer my hand to the priest. Hopefully he takes it.
Yeah, he's hesitant and then firm.
I'll
And
protect
then-
you. We'll protect you
As-
if you help us get those people out of there.
As I turn to lead away with him, I will go to shake Highcleve's hand and say, I'm holding you to your word for the dwarfs.
A new peace, a new way, under the rock and under the sky.
And I'll say, you're a more honourable dwarf than I expected, Highcleve.
You still enslave loads of your brothers. But
Well,
yeah,
he's
whatever.
agreed to stop it.
And you all are as smart as I hoped you were.
Jethro does not choose to take that as a compliment.
Some of us tip the balance in favour of that statement.
Yes. One particular character brings the average up quite a lot.
And one brings it down quite a lot.
Let's
We
go.
both have the same
Live draw the line.
intelligence.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. -1.
Oh.
An 8
My
each.
strength.
Do you want the spell? We can't fucking have it. Alright, let's fucking boogie on down to...
Go kill
Go
some
to town.
dwarves.
All right.
Go take out some what are suddenly golden cloaks.
Must admit that went way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
You rolled very well on certain rolls. Highcleve is a little more complex a character than just a despot.
Yeah, he seems like
Yes.
the guy we should be siding with, to be honest.
Jed was very much prepared for us to massacre him. So it's like, how?
Well,
can I
it
keep
seems
this
like
up?
we should ally with this guy to fucking
If he-
take over the realm, honestly.
If you'd walked in there and said I'm casting fireball on everybody, that would have been we'd have gone with it.
Still waiting for Obadiah to do that. The classic wizard move.
Do you even
And
have fire?
nowadays, I wait till I'm 150 feet away and cast Circle of Death.
Do you even have fireball?
No.
No, me neither. Yeah, the very non-traditional wizards and sorcerers here.
Yeah.
I'm a necromancer who hasn't cast any death magic in months.
Yeah, it's probably
You're not evil
reasonable.
enough. That's the problem, Gav.
5 days.
It's too reasonable.
Well, that's because I don't want to be seen as a necromancer. I can't have my skeletons
He wants to
following
be
me
the
around.
sneaky one.
Yeah, you don't want people to know about the skeletons.
I'll wait
in his
until I
closet.
I'll wait until I get
Screaming.
into power. Yeah.
I mean, we all know that Jeffro is a child killer and the slave freer,
Yeah,
the breaker of chains or whatever.
yeah, breaker of chains and
Release
children's
these-
and teenagers' spines.
Bunch of milk teeth around his necklace. My greatest
That-
foes are vanquished.
They call me the Tooth Fairy.
All right, let's
I need some
march on
water.
the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna take a piss and then we'll go
Yeah, cool.
down the stairwell.
The children go to sleep and then they lose their teeth.
So getting down this elevator shaft that is, let's face it, not going to be working.
Wait, deja vu. We did this already.
I would rather
We came up.
not have to use magic to do it. And save all our power for when we get to the
Oh,
base.
I could make it.
There are stairs. You guys took the stairs last
Yeah,
time.
we did. There
except
were
the door.
rickety stairs with a rope belt, I believe. And
Tor,
Torf flew down.
Tor fell, and there was barely enough room for a dwarf that was for you to pass a dwarf coming the other way. He got very nervous.
I think I jumped down partway.
All right, I was just mixing up which descent was blocked by the elevator.
Yeah, we came up and that was blocked by an elevator. This is down the stairwell that we went the first time when we went down there. I remember. Alright, cool. Wait for piss, man. Put my my decent aftermarket barrel from my MP5 into the M4. Should be nice next time I use it. I'm just writing off the MP5 at this point. Nobody's there.
Oh no, there is actually a woodland site just on the edge of town from me.
Huh.
Didn't know it was there. Yeah, I was out for a run last weekend and going down this kind of farm track, and I looked over and saw a load of like mesh netting and some guys in multicam.
Yeah, fair.
So, oh, wait a minute.
Got your uprising.
yeah.
Just have to like
Okay, but
transport.
what the
your
hell is running?
rifle. Yeah.
I was out for a brisk stroll.
He was walking with style.
I believe it's pronounced
Yeah.
yogging.
Yeah.
We'll never catch on.
I know it's good for you, but at what cost?
It's not good for me. I've got fucking terrible joints.
Yeah, I just shit myself. Right.
I'm here.
Sounds like me.
Present.
The 5 of you plus Dunbarn. Dunbarn himself, an older dwarf. His beard is black but streaked with silver, like a badger's back.
Is he armoured?
He is armoured.
As is the Dwarven way.
He
Yeah.
wears a decent set of plate.
Yeah.
Carries. Let me see if I can get
So make sure he's
the
not
proper
defenseless,
description
you
on
know.
this. Yeah. Carries a heavy staff. It is where most are wooden. This seems to be just a solid length of copper, nearly his full height.
Nice. Nice stuff, that. Well
Mm.
We're
balanced.
getting struck by lightning. During the journey, Jed, I'd like to be telling Dunbarn of an abridged version of what we've
Okay.
encountered.
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to leave out?
Well, us murdering people.
The witch.
The hag in the extra dimension. I'll probably leave her out.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, orc turned into demon, summoned demons, we killed them, went to hell, got out, came back.
Yeah,
but
we'll
I would,
leave out anything that makes us look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
essentially.
getting the redacted version.
So everything then, right?
But I would like to start kind of, close enough from the beginning. We encountered our first corrupted elf.
Yeah.
Have we ever actually done anything the good way this entire campaign?
I have.
The different way.
Define good way.
Well, I mean, everywhere we've gone, we've caused drama, pissed off the lizard folk, had a
Long you
fight
put out the fire.
the Guild of Artificers, burnt down half a city block.
Cured a bunch of zombies
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose so.
by murdering the guy that had the gem that you needed to do it.
Yeah.
No, that was
Full of-
definitely good.
He
Life is
deserved
full
it.
of grey areas.
He
No,
was a
we didn't
slaver,
murder him.
it's
The
fine.
slaves murdered him.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Done our best to maintain the king's the spirit of the king's law. Not
What
the
we
king's law,
believe to be
exactly.
the spirit of the king's law.
Didn't kill one of the northern agents in
Yeah,
so
the only enemy of the realm that we have met and bargained with, we freed and tried to ally with. Yeah.
in Porthman.
Not letting
that-
not letting that
Which-
go, Gav.
That's going to make things interesting.
You had a person surrender to you and chose to let her live in exchange for information. Yeah.
There was your chance to be necromantic. Right there.
Could
You're
have
a
just
prisoner.
sucked the soul out of her.
Yep. In the name of the king. Ugh.
Yeah, so we've been good. We've been great. It's fine. We're wholesome.
I guess the party's average trajectory on being good or bad is slightly up at the moment.
And that's mostly through
Medium.
my influence, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dealing in large scale matters, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
the
but-
greater good that we're worried about.
Yeah. The good of the party.
Closer to the well, there are shops. There are even makeshift stalls. There are folks peddling out of backpacks, but arguing over fruit. The crowds are less huddled, less distraught, less destitute is the word I want to use there, but no less numerous. People are being kept in line, but crowds by their nature have the potential to be volatile. Even the most cowed people, even the most desperate, they are scared, they are hungry, they are unsure if they will ever return to their homes. Someone who bought 2 blankets is being hounded by someone who bought none. Those who have a mind to are still trying to sell the, tools that they brought up with them. Some are being pestered. Some are pleading now. Say, look, we haven't heard a noise up the well for hours. Let's go down there. Can you let us go back? And all through it, there are guards in half-plate with rifles, muskets tucked under their arms, axes and maces at their waists. They're hardly the only ones armed, but they're disciplined, and they are respected, compared with the scenes that you saw in Hyluri just 2 days before, compared to the street-by-street violence that was happening in Porthmarn, compared to the chaos of the lizardfolk camp during what should have been a peaceful event for them. This is still pretty sedate. This is still pretty ordered. People whisper and grumble angrily, rather than shout and scream. But the tension in the air is hot and thick.
Dunbarn, can you tell me about the food situation here? Is there enough to go around?
Short answer, no. But I didn't tell anybody that. There's a little bit, and if this only goes on a little while longer, then that's that.
Well, I think it'd be wise to maybe send word to Hallor, to Hyluri. If this goes on to the springtime, it could turn ugly.
If it goes on another week, it'll turn ugly.
What the
People-
boats? The boats weren't working in Bedonreach. Is that
No.
because of this?
Bedden was our hope, but the moment Beck heard what was going on, he ordered things closed.
Bastard!
Idiot.
I'll have his head.
Beck
You know,
is a moron.
he and Highcleve, all of this insulation, all of this dwarves for dwarves, both of them have been architects under the same scheme.
It's the wrong way to do things.
Well, you won't have to worry about one of them soon.
There's no sense of you being isolationist if the Great War in the North comes this way. We'll all need to stand together.
Or indeed, whatever you fellas are beckoning. I only catch a glimpse of it on the wind, but the stars at night, they've been different for weeks now, months.
Ever since the comet. Maybe before, I don't know. I hadn't really taken an interest until a few months ago.
It's my prerogative alone in this city.
You don't got much trouble for looking up at the sky.
Not alone, priest. But I have seen these things in my dreams.
We'll talk of it more when we get back.
Yeah.
All I'll say is a great demon is coming. Must be ready.
Dunbarn leads you to the great well, the great stairwell. The lifts dangle loose. The chains at the pulleys are tight, but there's no tension below anything below the anchoring point that keeps them up. There's no wind, and yet they waft and wiggle slightly. It's a long walk down, lads. Hope your knees are feeling up to it.
I will
How
hover.
long is it?
We'll make do.
Last time you did this, it was, more than 40 minutes of just staircase.
So it's significant depth.
Yeah, it is
3
significant depth. This is a
Right, okay.
staircase inside the center of a mountain.
Okay, all right. I'll walk down like a normal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From yeah.
round me up to a full hour. I'll say I've used a full hour, and I'll just hover down for those 40 minutes. There's about 20
Sure.
minutes with it before we started
Why
fucking
not?
doing.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, with the float from the carriage up to the thing, and then
Just call it out.
you're going to save the pressure and the wear on your boots.
Mhm. I'm going to be ready for this
Okay.
next fight.
All right.
This Gulrod character.
Hmm.
What temperament is he?
He's
Zealot?
to call him cold would be, well, hard to guess. You know, they often say empathy and charm are two sides of the coin, but not the case with him.
So he's a wanker.
He's
He's unlikely,
Evil.
unlikely to give up his authority.
he's much more likely to sit and tell us he's been a victim himself, that he's been the only thing standing between us and sheer death at the hands of savages, or I say this with the greatest respect to yourselves, gentlemen.
Tongi's gonna grumble the word savages.
I'll just I'll grin at him because I'm a fucking savage.
You're pretty savage, yeah.
Or else that he had sacrificed too much for the city. I've heard it all before, you know. But he's charming
I know the type of man.
and he charms, and those are two different things.
Mm.
You mean magic?
I mean, there's magic and there's guile.
I mean, we witnessed it, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw the gold.
Not from him, but
gold
from his
voices.
clerics, yeah.
Mm.
So we have a major, since we have the walk ahead of us, we have a major conundrum, which is a type of puzzle, Jethro. We need to figure out how to feed this populace, both in the mountain and those who may follow us back along the river.
Well, the river's the answer. Beck's just fucking closed down commerce, so once we get this situation resolved, we can remove Beck and then get Bedham reach back to commerce, right?
But if we settle, I don't know, 1,000 orc, 1,000, I don't know how many there are, in Incel or somewhere else,
They can go where
they'll
they
need
want.
to learn to farm. And they've never stepped on grass before.
They can go into the mountains. Where they
It's
came
hard
from.
living the winter in the mountains, and they're not used to it.
Well, they know how to dig.
They'll learn.
None of them have hunted before.
We can
Don't
teach them.
forget, the time we were proposing they go to still had that priest there,
It
didn't
still had
it?
the priest.
it did.
Had a few
Yeah.
people there.
There were a
Had
few
s-
residents, yeah.
Since
Yeah.
some more folk might have joined, and you know.
They can teach because they will surely know the ways of farming.
And I'm
Oh,
sure
they
they'd
have
be
an
happy
army,
with an
army
extra
of
hand.
orcs to defend them.
Yeah, I think it's our
Some
best solution.
giants, maybe.
But it's still we'll have to make sure there's people there are willing to help. But yes,
And we have to
if
offer,
nothing else, we've the coin to persuade them.
offer my people their choice.
Well, we could offer them a choice of the mountains of the farm, but
Yeah.
it might make more sense to suggest that a season or two learning to farm and staying in relatively safe areas is better than spending their first winter in the mountains.
Do I have a spell for making plants grow?
If you don't,
Yeah.
I would be fucking surprised.
Yes, I do. There we go.
I'm not
We
sure
could
if
get
you
'em to
eat
fucking-
spikes.
We just get them to plant the fucking stuff, and I will make it grow in 8 hours.
Good berry trees.
The 8-hour casting of plant growth for this kind of thing is just fucking perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, food. I
Does it
can
do
help with that.
fields?
Half
does-
a mile radius.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you can cast it in a turn and it makes, thick like thorns
And
and
the
growth,
plant
and
yields twice as much as normal when harvested.
yeah. Or you can cast it
Brett,
over a
Brett,
day.
you should just start retire and start a fucking farm. You can make bank.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Can it be upcast? No.
No, you just third level slots over and over again. But yeah,
Yeah,
8 hours a
but-
day.
Can we
You
hear
know what I mean?
anything
Though,
yet?
if you could upcast it, that would be like well good. Do you not half a mile, but more?
Yeah.
Can we hear any
Plant growth,
commotion?
plant growth is underrated as a spell, to be honest, because it's quarter movement
It's pretty niche.
for anything that's
Oh,
No. You could really tie things down. Anything that's
Battlefield
absolutely,
control.
absolutely thrash the shit out of a really strong enemy.
Ranger with
Yeah,
that,
ranger.
and then just fucking annihilate somebody with arrows.
Yeah. We had a really nasty bruiser in another game, and we got it into a town square and cast plant growth with 3 casters on the rooftops, and I just kited it around because my ranger wasn't affected by the difficult terrain. And it was great. Sorry, enough reminiscing.
I think there's a solution there.
You descend past the site, past the light that shines through the upper city, so that it is just a speck above you. You descend enough that your eyes adjust, and more light below you begins to tickle at your irises, at your retina. You can see the ground floor illuminated. And then between you and it, a couple of platforms hanging, suspended out over the well. Dwarves with muskets are perched, looking down into the candlelit area.
Let Dunbar take the lead here.
And he steps ahead. A dwarf on a platform looks up at him. And he says, Oh. Your Eminence, you understand our standing orders here. We're not letting anything speak. We're not letting anything up.
We're not going up.
Dunbar nods. Yeah. If I'm coming back, it'll be by a different path, I promise.
Jamie's still there.
Weird.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah?
He DC'd.
In and out, in and out.
Yeah, but you've
Yeah,
still
the old
got
in out.
summoning circle,
Summoning circle.
or the
Teleportation circle.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a quick way out if we need to.
We're going down to sort this all out.
There's a brief look, a brief stroke of the chin, and then this dwarf resumes his knee. There are a number of bodies below you. Some of them laying in their own blood. Some of them in that brassy armour that you've come to recognise.
Wankers.
But there are other dwarfs, common looking. And there are orcs. 4 of them.
You said dead.
Apparently, they are dead. They are riddled with holes, the same as everything else.
Shit.
Apparently, from what you have seen, armed at the time when they were killed.
Good. That's fine. So this is like the frontier. These are the last guards, and then we're into
These are the last guards of the upper city. And after
Right.
this, you are in bandit country.
We've got a city to save. Samurai.
Yeah, we do.
We're not quite the Seven Samurai, but you know.
Yeah.
Tell me, Rifleman, have you seen any of the Golden Cloaks? Is it true that they are leading this?
We've seen one or two. Felt a little tickle in the grey matter, and well,
Kablooey.
let's.
You
Yeah,
say that if they're forbidden to speak, is that to stop the Golden Cloaks from having their way with you?
we're not even giving them chance to get a word out of their mouth now. That's what
Well,
they tried.
We'll continue your fine tradition.
Agreed.
Let's go. Stay behind us, Dunbarn.
Dunbarn is looking around. He doesn't look super surprised at this. Somewhat impassive at the death below you. But then he looks back to the group. Says, well, if I'm to be your guide, where would you like to go?
Down, I guess. Oh.
Golden Voice. Did
where-
they have a
Where did Boston live?
headquarters?
We should gather our allies before we.
Yeah, we
Seek
got
out
to
the
check
head.
on our friends who live down there, Bostic and his dad.
Yes, that's a good idea. We'll head to the market, I think, maybe.
Yeah, they're there, I think.
Cromlech?
Yeah, I must check my flock and
So-
see how insert name here. Mr. Powders, that was it.
Yeah, that guy.
Is leading them.
Hell yeah. Did you really leave him in charge?
I don't know.
The
This is
what?
the only dwarf name I
Wild
can
card,
remember.
bitches!
And the
There-
Bright Iron family home will have to be visited also.
The flock
Yeah.
is all dead because Mr. Powders gave them all Kool-Aid. He just invented himself.
Can I use Mr. Powders, or can I just have another nondescript dwarf person that might matter to have been in
Absolutely.
charge of my
Sam,
stead?
you're happy to go with Mr. Powders, or
Yeah.
you can
No,
invent a
Mr.
guy.
Powders is awesome.
I remember one of the two that came with us was one of my flock.
Both of those guys were. They were.
Oh, they
you
both
know,
were, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Powders and Bill of Axes was the other guy there.
Yeah. Less
Yeah.
cool, but cool name still.
Yeah.
Right, so-
But yeah, you if you want to completely invent someone, Sam, then that's fine.
No, Mr. Powders is great. He's
Yeah.
perfect. And it fits in the story. As we escape, I leave him my flock.
Yeah.
to
Absolutely.
shepherd.
Right, we got a family to save.
So in terms of objectives, you've got the Bright Iron Residence,
Yeah.
you've got the Red Market,
Yep.
and then you.
The slave pits.
Check out
You know.
Mason.
Raises an
You put out
eyebrow
there.
briefly and then insists, well,
Start again, Jed.
You
so
put out for the bit,
Heard
yeah.
the red market
Okay.
out of it.
Yeah.
you've got the Red Market.
Yeah.
You've got the Bright Iron Residence. And then Dunbarn kind of cocks an eyebrow and says, well, Gulrod has a house down here,
Huh.
but
We've just
otherwise
been
it's-
chilling by the fire during this insurrection. Probably
Wonder.
not.
Might be using it as a command post.
yeah. I've no idea where we'd find him otherwise. He doesn't keep a regular office. And
Worth a visit.
We
where
gotta
they did work,
we gotta try and find our friends on the way.
I have to say, where they kept, from what you've told me yourself, young man, he gestures towards Tongi, that part of town I don't know so well.
We've been there before.
Luckily,
Tongi
I
knows it
did.
like the back of his cock.
Yeah, Gromnon knows the lay of the land.
I do not know the Slavid bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Lucky
Tongi
Tongi's,
knows it well
Tongi's the
now.
guy. Yeah, Tongi's the
Yeah.
guy for that bit. But yeah, Bostic's house. Let's go.
Okay.
Hopefully. Oh God.
They, from the clamour and the whisper and the murmuring upstairs, this now feels sparse and quiet. Things are turned over and smashed. The bloodied... It's not quite a pile of corpses, but certainly a firing line at the bottom of the well. Doesn't spill out very far.
Sorry, Jed, is this a massive cavern with houses at the bottom, or is this just tunnels through?
Effectively, where you're going into now is into tunnels, yes.
Okay.
So you are now at or below what is ground level outside of the mountain.
Yeah.
And
it's
you
just like
are
a tunnel
into
entrance.
tunnels and caves, yeah.
Tunnel entrance
Cool.
at the bottom of the stairs that goes into the lower city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you descend into this chamber that's got a few corpses piled around, and there are tunnels off and around the place. Carved out of the rock, not lined, not neatened like the high city. But outside of this spot at the bottom of the well, Gronon won't find it too difficult to orient himself. You know which way the main gate is. That's not too far. You know which way the red market is. You know which way certain other districts are. Where the entrance to the mine is. Where the entrance... Well... Yeah, the machine workings. You've been that way. You could work this out. But what's going to slow some of your party down is the fact that these tunnels are presently unlit. From what you
Oh.
can see, they are dark.
Cast light.
You're going to cast light?
I'll take out my stone of light, even though I don't need it.
Yeah.
If we need to go stealth, don't be afraid to put the lights out, guys, because I can help with
Oh
that.
my God, you've got 300 feet of dark vision. Jesus.
And I can share that with you guys.
Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that is interesting.
Is that a tiefling thing, or is that like a...
Twilight
we
Cleric thing.
Oh, okay,
Proper
cool.
stealth up
That makes
between us
perfect
then.
sense for
Yeah.
someone who's lived underground his whole life.
Yeah.
Fucking Jamie can give us vision, and I can give us fucking stealthy feet walking, you know.
So
That's
the
about
vision,
trace.
the vision thing, is it like for a few minutes, for hours? Like, will we kill the lights now?
My Eyes of Night, which is the shareable dark vision, lasts for an hour.
Okay, so yeah,
When we're
maybe
ready.
we'll hold off on using it.
Good to
Just
know.
yeah.
Yeah, if we need to go like stealthy.
It certainly won't take you an hour to get to any one of the destinations that you're going to. As to how long you're going to spend at any one of them, you know, it's reasonable that you could go to another, that sort of thing, but...
Actually, do you know what, guys? Put your lights away. I'll do it now because I just realised I can do it more than once.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you do it
Yeah.
per long rest. Oh, you spent
I can do
any
it-
spell slot to do it again. Huh. That's
Yeah, I
cool.
can do it once per long rest, but I can burn the spell slots, the first level spell slots.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Which are
Yeah.
relatively plentiful for you now.
Yeah,
I'll
so
put
you
the,
got everybody here has 300 feet of dark vision for an hour.
Sheesh.
Enjoy.
Put that stone
Okay.
back in my pocket.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah?
I'll just say
Gronon's
that
going
for a
to
second,
assume
Tongi's
that
eyes
it's
light up
God.
and share it.
I'm just going to assume it's my God giving me the vision.
Yeah, anybody who's looking at Tongi will see his eyes light up, and then they'll like go dim again, and everybody else's eyes will light up for a second.
Cool. Glad we had carrots in that stew last night.
Mm.
Good food.
Right. In which case, talk to me about, what you'd like to do, where you'd like to go.
I'm voting Bostic's house because he's my boy.
Agreed.
We will need
Um,
allies.
What does your movement want to look like?
Fuck it.
I mean, are you trying to be stealthy?
I'm kind of
specific question.
urgency. Urgency. I want to
Yeah.
get there quickly.
Okay.
I
Make
want
sure they're all
I
right.
want to be open and obvious and greeting people as brother if we see any in the street.
Yep.
Persuading their worries, for I have returned to bring them redemption.
And yeah,
Might be
Right.
worth gathering people
if we
if
can.
they're all spread about.
Oh, yeah,
That's why I want to get to
one
the.
area.
Well, yeah.
That's why I want to get to the church. See if there's anyone there.
So you're going to the Bright Iron House first.
Yes.
Fine.
Okay. The route through the town, the lower city. This is one that, even those of you who've only been here once or twice before, it starts to feel familiar. You can see the logic of the layout. And even within a few minutes, you're catching settlements. The corridor broadens and there are shacks set up. Wood has been carried down and in here, built up against the wall. Just simple walls built up against the hewn stone. Trying to remember exactly which one doesn't take you long, and the Bright Iron residence, after a few minutes, appears at the edges of your vision. It stands out both from the swinging sign which you remember and the large forge. Its coals now do not glow. It has clearly not been worked recently.
Oh, knock on the door with some urgency.
I'm going to roll a die, and you can all ignore it.
Okay.
Okay,
It's,
that's fine.
Nat one.
they're all
Either
dead.
good or bad.
No. That's not what this is. That's not what this is for. There is, however, no response at the door.
It's Jethro Chadwick. You were there. Open up.
There's no light at the window. The
Is-
coals are
Is-
still at the
Is it
forge.
locked?
No. And actually, as you press the catch, you realise it wasn't even shut properly.
Oh, God. Anybody here? Hello, Bostic. Bostic's dad, I can't remember the name of right now. Bostic's mum, whose name I never got.
Oh no, they're just called the Bright Irons.
Yeah.
The room opens. You open into the room in which I think it was just
Titus.
Titus that went back there to eat.
Yeah.
And so you open into a kitchen and, room with a large table. Some handsome wooden seats and benches. And a couple of rooms cut off to the sides.
Nobody
The
here.
cupboards of the kitchen are open. A few things are strewn on the floor. There are 2 plates out. But they are on the countertop. Not at the table. Near the sink.
Well,
This doesn't bode well.
Titus had dinner here right before the uprising, and then I think Bostic and his dad were like near the uprising. So yeah, they're not here. Quick search of the house. They're not here. I assume they're not here.
I'll take investigation checks from anybody.
Bostic and Borvar. I never caught
Borvar.
the Mrs.
I don't think
Bostic's
any of
name.
us did. Terrible.
14. Terrible.
I got 3. -1.
Anybody? Any advance on 14?
My investigation's crap, so I don't know if I do well overall.
You still got a dice.
13.
Look at the draw.
Yeah.
11.
Nope. No advance on
10.
14.
Tor, can you find Bostic?
I'm trying to think now. I haven't got anything on me. No haven't prepared any spells to be looking for people specifically. I could find the closest people, but
Yeah.
Okay.
did he have anything? I can't remember if he had anything specific on him, like a
He had
supply on his hand.
the
Hammer.
fancy axe that comes back to you.
There's a hammer.
A hammer, that was it, yeah.
Could try locate object, but that only works for about 1,000 feet.
Did he have that fancy armor as well? Was it? Jed, I feel like he had a magical armor or something specific. And we've seen it. We're familiar with it.
Yeah, you would be. I'll come to these investigation checks first.
Yeah.
With the high of the 14. First of all, you find no one. There are a couple of other bedrooms, a bathroom. The
Is there
kitchen
signs of bloodshed?
There are no signs of bloodshed, and other than the kitchen having been tossed and emptied, there's not really much sign of disorder, full stop.
He left in a hurry.
Looking around, this is it. The only other thing that's open is the wardrobe in the bed in the larger bedroom. Needless to say, the tool and weapon racks from outside the smithy are bare.
Okay. So, I mean, seems like they left
They
left
left
in a hurry,
for
but of their
more
own
safer,
accord.
maybe.
Yeah.
They could be at the top. You did say some people made it up there.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
We didn't ask around, did we? So
It's
course we didn't.
well, maybe we should go to Gromnel's
just have to
church.
keep an eye out for him for now.
Maybe people went
Okay.
to the church for secretary,
Let's go to the church.
and maybe if I don't know, you're going to locate object, or we can see what happens first. I don't know.
See what happens, and then can
yeah.
I locate animal? It wouldn't do it, would it? I know he's a fucking human.
No.
You've
Yeah,
got-
I mean these guys are not. Yeah.
I can
Or,
try
you know.
something.
Well, locate
Okay,
object.
no.
Locate
Yeah.
object on his axe would work.
I've got something else I can try.
But it's
Okay.
1,000 feet. It's not very far, is it?
Yeah, underground.
There's
What
yeah.
can
So
Tony try?
I can. Well, Tommy can try commune and ask if Bostic is alive, at least.
I.
Commune with what?
With nature, with twilight, with darkness, because there aren't any deities, so it'd be nature answering him.
Oh, there are deities.
Interesting.
The ether.
Let's just. I mean, we guess we just keep looking.
We could have a little look around, and then
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
really need to, I can always cast that.
Yeah, I'd say they're not here. Go to Grandma's church. That might be a place of safety. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Tally ho!
so the next port of call is the Red Market.
Yeah.
That wasn't too far. It was not too far at all. Between the Bright Iron Home and the district known as the Red Market. So called because of the hue on the lanterns that lit it. It's a larger chamber, not just a tunnel, but more of a cave. Some of it clearly naturally formed. It would make no sense to cut the rock that way, but somebody has clearly appreciated the artwork. It was a mismatch of different peddlers, different vendors, different specialists, different restaurants. You sat, many of you, and enjoyed a traditional drow meal. I'll invite you all to make perception checks here.
Is there people around?
Finally, something Tommy's good at.
You've all got the dark vision, and I'm not going to impose disadvantage, even though you're in total darkness here.
20.
Is there people around though?
Damn it, your dice, Vic.
You hit mine that time. I was on a 1, so
I'll talk to you about it when we resolve these quickly, Gav.
18.
16.
13.
Oh, hang on. It's perception. Fucking hell, how'd that happen? No, I'm looking at somebody else's character sheet.
Okay.
13.
So Obadiah had a 13. Tor had a 16. Did I hear?
No,
I had
6. I rolled a
6.
1. Rolled a nat 1.
Romnon had a 16. Is that right?
yes.
I had 20.
Okay. And Tongi had, remind me?
13.
13. Okay. Tor, you're unused to being underground. You've done a bit of it now. But I think Tor prefers the daylight, the feeling of rain on his shell, the sound of wildlife running through grasses and on trees, and the quiet down here is getting to you. So much that you barely notice a noise as you come around the corner. The rest of you will hear the sound of movement before you get to it. At the end of the row of houses where you have been looking. The crunch of steps. Jethro, with a very good roll, you hear a mixture of steps, a mixture of walking. You hear some armoured feet, but some others clearly bare, padded. Those are closer to the corner which you approach. I'm going to draw the map on. You are not yet at the red market, but it is close. Ah, fuck you. It's meant to be green.
I like green.
This is the corridor which you are passing down. Now these walls are lined with shacks and houses. The Bright Iron Forge is here. So can you put yourselves at this end of the table, please?
I lost my little character at some
He's,
point.
oh,
I
shit,
need him
There's one over
duplicated
here.
from the IP.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there it
okay.
is, yeah.
Cool.
He was over by Jeffro.
Now we need a character for Lord.
Pissy
Oh,
pants.
Dunbar.
Dunbar.
Yeah.
Use
We'll have that blue for Dunbar. Yeah.
I told him to stay
Absolutely.
behind us, so he should probably be behind us. That's his
Yeah, I put
program.
him behind Obadiah.
His remark at the Bright Iron home is that hopefully the family will have made it to safety.
Yep. Ditto. What he said. Bostic is... Do you know who Bostic is? I think I mentioned it before. Jamie?
Yeah.
Good. A little dwarf mate that I rescued.
Yeah.
Kind of a little Chad.
Yeah, it was his dad that made one of the braces you got in it. The displacement ones, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, me and Bovar made them.
Very nice they are too.
At the end here, you have more houses. There is a rack of leather working, kind of like a tanning rack at the front here. Probably very popular with the neighbours, that one.
Piss.
But you were able to hear footsteps up in here. With the exception of Tor, you're all able to hear it. Jethro, you are confident that there is a mixture of some armoured, some not.
Can I creep up to the corner without being seen? I would like to try
You
and be
can
sneaky boy.
make a stealth check,
Indeed, I shall.
and I'm going to contest that with a perception check.
Ooh. I make a sift AMSA stealth check.
That wasn't a great roll on my behalf, but
Well, what's
if you'd
my
like
roll?
to.
My roll, okay. You know what? I'll live with the 50 and see what happens.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Jethro's going ahead. Are you expressing anything to anybody else? I mean, some of you again can hear, probably work out what's going on
I'll
here.
just say, I can hear something. I'm going to have a look.
Right. Hang on.
I'm going
Can
to
I-
stop there then.
See, Gex, if only you'd said, Jeffro said that before you rolled. Can I do something then? If Jeffro's going to say that to the group,
Yeah.
Before you start moving off, yeah.
because what I can do is I can make you invisible.
Oh.
You want me to do it?
Honestly, if I see enemies, I'm just going to go and punch them. So probably not.
But it only
worth.
lasts for a minute anyway.
Oh, is it that type of invisibility?
Minor invisibility.
Greater invisibility.
Yeah.
That means you can punch them while they're invisible.
You can keep punching if it's
Oh,
greater
okay.
invisibility.
Yeah, sure. I'm running with that.
That's good
Right.
invisibility.
Does he
Yes.
get the surprise attack each one then?
Song is going to touch Jeffro before he walks off and cast great invisibility.
If they can't see you, then you will get advantage to hit them every single attack.
Boy.
If there's an if there.
If there's
Yeah.
an enemy, and if they don't detect me, and if they don't have see invisibility. So yeah,
It
I
is
creep.
concentration though, so it may drop if I get hit hard
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. Well, I'm creeping up to the edge and peek around the corner, invisibly.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
I'll
walk
just
forward a bit.
stick with Tor.
What's going on? Is something happening? I didn't hear anything. What's going on? What's
Right, where's everyone started crouching?
Yeah.
Luckily, Jethro does leg
Hang on,
day
where's
3
my-
times a week, so he can crouch walk all day.
Oh, my knees aren't built for this. Yeah.
I'm sure this fucker would have moved up with us.
There. That's how far I can move. That's my max.
Tell me what my orc I see.
Approaching the corner, the first thing you see are 2 other orcs
Oh boy.
on the corner here. And just past them, I'm going to roll forward with that perception check. So I'm going to give you this as far as that corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to Warhammer it and kind of zoom down to your eye level and work out what more you can see. So there are the sounds. If you're confident that those footfalls are orcs, you can be confident that there are 2 others. What else is past them is harder to say.
Do I hear a ruckus? Like, are they fighting?
There's no ruckus, and the 2 that you can see are facing in your direction.
Alright, can I just step out then if I'm
Yeah,
invisible?
sure. Yeah, absolutely. There are 4 orcs. There are 2 dwarves in half plate wielding hammers, and 1 dwarf wearing gold and copper armor.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to
Hammer the golden voice.
walk up to this guy and I'm going to fucking shove my spear up his ass.
Make. Okay.
Want me to do another stealth check for that? Or
No, we're going to ride on your previous stealth check,
okay. And
and I'm going to invite you to roll initiative as you do that.
oh, okay, yeah.
Don't forget with advantage.
No,
Initiative's not with
initiative's
advantage.
No, his initiative is because I gave him Vigilant Blessing at the last second.
Can I
Ah,
just-
yes, I remember that. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'd forgotten that. Yeah.
Alright, second
Well
one.
remembered.
Oh, okay. Second one's
18,
21.
that's better.
Yeah, that's
Right,
20. Let's
cool.
say,
Yep.
where's Jethro? Right up here. And I am going to roll an attack on this golden bitch.
Bear with me. I'm going to
Okay.
roll some.
Well, I've got a 17 right there, so that works.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
I will bear with you.
Because this is definitely going into initiative. Because I
yeah.
don't think you're going to kill this guy outright.
Let's see what I can
I
do.
mean, you know, yeah, I know that thing hits pretty hard. Those of you who are really smart can watch my rolls here and work out certain things. That's fine. Okay. You're going to move up. What was your... You've positioned yourself there with your initiative roll?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Move
And
on
I
up.
rolled a 30 on attack.
Double hit.
Okay. Right, so 1d8 of piercing damage plus 2d8 psychic damage. So I'm just going to do 3d8. Plus 9, 28. And then I'm going to hit him with a second attack. Still at advantage?
28. What was the total to hit? Sorry.
30.
Yeah, 30 hits. Sorry, yeah, I realised that. It's 28 was the first to hit. Sorry, yeah,
That's the first damage. Yeah?
Yep. Yep.
Still at advantage after I've stabbed him?
Yeah,
So-
Yeah, you're
absolutely.
invisible for the whole
Yeah,
time.
you're invisible. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Crit? Was he? Crit.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
So,
So you get an additional damage die in there as well because of your
let's
half
just say.
traits.
Oh yeah.
So you
shit.
roll. So
The left-
roll.
The first 3 will be piercing damage because I get the 2d8
Yeah.
plus the piercing damage, which the third one is going to be my savage attacker, and then
Okay.
the other 4d8 will be the psychic damage from the hit.
So roll me double the dice for everything plus an extra 1. Yeah. I don't need you to split piercing and psychic for
Okay,
this
that's fine.
this guy, but
That'll be 55 damage on that hit.
and 55 on top of the 28.
That was a good fucking roll.
Right, brilliant.
Well worth the greater invisibility.
Yeah, that's 83 into attacks.
Yeah. I absolutely
Still
have
one
power
to come,
spike.
isn't there?
There's 2 more to come.
Oh my god.
Or unless I decide that was a stunning strike, which let's see. Bear with me a second.
Yep.
Stunning strike, incapacitated, so that means they can't cast or attack or anything.
They're incapacitated. They don't get a turn. Give me before you do that. Give me an insight roll.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally allow this, but
Don't worry
Oh.
about it. It's 10.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's your decision.
Oh, it's 9 actually. I'm gonna assume that he probably got beefy constitution. I'm gonna use flurry of blows, hit him 2 more times,
Okay.
but unarmed, so it'll be less impressive. Unless I get another crit. That's an 11. Plus 13. 22. 23.
23 will still hit.
Okay, I'll roll the damage first. 1d8 plus 9. No, that wasn't really a roll. Yeah, no, it's a 1. 10. No, sorry, it's plus... Oh, shit, hold on. What is my... No, my unarmed bonus is different. It's 8 on that one. Bludgeoning. And my 4th attack will be a lot. 27. And that'll be a...
27 will definitely hit. Yeah.
And that'll be a 10 on that damage.
Extra 10 damage. Okay. I mean, that's 101 points of damage in a turn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which I
Not
think
bad
is a
for a
record
monk.
for Jethro, isn't it? Yeah. It's
Yes,
not
it
bad.
certainly is.
Yeah.
And I'll just holler like, "Don't hurt the orcs!" If you can avoid it. Or don't kill the orcs. I've got a feeling they're mind controlled. If they're not.
Which
attacking
ones
me.
are the orcs? Sorry, my brain.
The green ones are orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My plan is to kill Goldenrod, and then his mind control drops, and then
I will invite the rest of you to make initiative rolls. I'll roll for Dunbarn.
Oh, I don't know if that counts because it's off the board. Nat 20.
If it's where did you get that to, Jamie?
Right here.
Yeah,
On top
that's
of the
fine.
next
That's
tutorial.
fine. I'll accept that. Yeah. Dunbarn gets a 1.
11.
Okay.
Interesting initiative lineup. I shouldn't really be in second.
Doesn't matter.
Tongi, you have heard the scratch of Jethro's feet as he moves forward. You have heard the chick of his spear as it breaks against, as it, pierces through the armor around the corner. And you've heard him call.
shout.
Yeah, try not to hurt the orcs. What would you like to do?
First things first. Charge forward. Not dash, but move forward. Max movement.
Yep, just move. Yep. You've got a good visibility, so you understand who everybody is. Yep.
The orcs are like in the way, though, aren't they? If I was to try any spells.
They certainly are, almost as if they are being sent first.
Bastard golden voice.
something.
Right, I want to do that. I want to use action to dash. Five there. And then my bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's the
what?
floaty.
Yeah, pick a little token in your color. If you want to
I just
recolor
do
one.
one of these guys.
Get let's get you a little chess piece, same as Tor's got.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
one.
it's got one.
Yeah.
Have you got one of those? Yeah, and you can
Yeah, I
color
have 4 of them.
that.
Tiny.
Yeah, you can color that green. Yeah, brilliant.
What level should I cast it?
Oh, does that change the damage if you roll at different levels?
You cast spell, use a spell spot.
Oh yeah, it does.
Damage increases by 1. Yeah, 1.
For 2 levels above second though, so you're cast at a 4th level. That might be a bit costly.
Yeah, if it's like some of them are fuckers with a damage system.
Damage
You know,
increases 1d for
why
every
not?
2 levels.
Why not? I'm going to cast it at 4th level.
Hell yeah.
And because I can choose what form it takes, it's going to, like, Hongi's little sense of humor here, it's going to take the form of, like, what would be the most common weapon that the Golden Voices would have used that Tongi would have seen?
Do you mean in terms of like a handheld weapon?
Yeah, like a Warhammer, maybe?
Warhammers are pretty common down
Mace,
here, yeah.
maybe?
Maces are more likely with these guys.
Then it's going to take the form of a mace.
Yeah, great.
A
Yeah.
shimmering mace.
Or a whip.
Oh, it would be good. But yeah, so I think I can attack when I cast at the same time.
Thanks.
When you cast a spell, you make a melee spell attack, yeah.
That's neat.
So I'm going to hit this little pink guy here. Actually, no. Or should I hit the golden voice? Do you know what? I want to go for the golden voice.
All right.
So I'm going to hit the golden voice. So what's that? +8 to hit.
Give it a square of its own, and we'll just
Oh yeah, sorry.
yeah, it's all right.
Oh.
So that's 19 to hit.
19 won't hit him, I'm afraid.
What about if I cast this? If I rub the Sift Answer on that?
You've been using that willy-nilly today, I love it.
Well, I've finally actually made it as an item that actually has charges, so I can actually keep track of them instead of just writing them in my notebook when I've used it.
Yeah.
So,
Right, so do I get to reroll that
Yep.
die?
Yeah, if you want to force a reroll.
Okay, that's better. That's a
21.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
yeah.
Jack.
Right, so that's 2d8 plus 4. Oh, damn it. So that only is 8 damage.
Yeah.
8 damage. 8 damage on this guy is significant. He's not dead yet.
Damage is damage.
Yeah. Excellent. But Tongi, that is your turn.
Yep, that's me done.
Pee-wee.
It is the Golden Voice guard's turn. Hold another perception check as you came around the corner. So they weren't surprised, but they're certainly badly hurt. Just grabbing a particular ruling on a particular spell.
Alright, buddy, what are you sneezing?
Yeah, 'cause you're not immune to the frightened condition, are you?
I think he expects to work, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't think he is.
I'm going to have a quick spy at his character sheet. Which I shouldn't, but you know.
You do
I'm
you,
the
dog.
DM, so I'm allowed to.
I make the rules, bitch.
Right, sorry. How do we?
Alright. Yeah, no, you're not.
What's the code?
Okay. The Golden Voice Guard would need to be able to see you. Yeah, okay, can't target you with that. Fine. Okay. Can see Tongi perfectly well. Tongi, can I get you to roll an intelligence save, please?
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Got to be mind control, bitch.
Ooh.
Not bad. It's -1.
Yeah.
14.
For a 14, okay. Your sense of what's going on down here feels blurred. You're, the man that you've run up next to. Is he one of the orcs that you're fighting? Are all these orcs ones that you're fighting? Your sense of friendliness changes a little. The spell that's been cast is one called Enemies Abound, which, if you're not familiar with this, you have lost the ability to distinguish friend from foe, and you now regard all creatures you can see as enemies.
Oh, no. Luckily, Jeffrey's invisible.
Oh yeah.
Jethro is invisible. You're not taking any damage, so I'm not going to force a concentration check. But you can see some other guys who look pretty nasty at the other end there. And so I'll give you a means to roll at random as to who you want to target if you'd like.
Oh, no. Well, target in what way? That's the thing. Would he target people so far away from him? Or would he just target these?
Yeah.
Probably the
Yeah.
nearest. I just thought he'd laugh out on them.
Yeah.
And there's 7 people. Fucking odd.
Yeah. And then what?
I'm trying to think what dice could I roll to eeny, meeny, miny, moe it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does it make him attack straight away?
I mean,
Okay.
there are 12, not counting yourself. So it does not make you make an attack on your next turn. You have to, go with that. He's not able to move because of the way that he's pinned. You've effectively got him pinned kind of against the wall. Next to him, there are houses again, but in terms of getting out of there, I don't think he's willing to risk the attack of opportunity.
You know what I can do? I can roll a D10 and a D4.
I'll come to you in a second, Gronon. But these
Yeah,
other
let the other guy
dwarves,
go first. Yeah,
yeah, these other two dwarves are gonna.
very fine.
I mean, Jamie, I count 12 in terms of figures on the table that aren't Tongi.
I know. I was just going to go the ones closest because I don't know if Tongi can't even a dash wouldn't get him to those guys. I don't think.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a 13. So
Yeah. I'm going to give you a concentration token as well, being as you are concentrating on.
oh yeah, on great invisibility.
Yeah. And
Concentrating on mischief.
I'll give one to this guy as well. The dwarves, one of them is going to break.
Oh,
And he's going to stand at this corner and he's going to sound a horn from his belt.
damn it.
What were the reinforcements?
The other is going to make an attack against you, Tongi.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he's got multiple attacks, but the first one's going to miss. Second attack. What's your AC total?
19.
19, that'll hit then. Okay, cool. That's going to do 10 points of damage. And I'll get you to make a concentration save, please. A con save then, to see if you concentrate. If you can keep.
Right, yeah, that's with advantage.
Yeah, because of your warcaster, yeah.
Oh, 19. That's wisdom in there. So...
Yeah, constitution.
Oh, constitution. Oh, so 20.
20 total, yeah, easy peasy, yeah. Yeah, the DC was 10, so it's fine. And then we'll make 2 more attacks. I'll roll them both. That's 1 more hit, so another 7 points. And another save, please. Yeah, easy. Yeah, laughing. All right. Gronin, it is your turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 25. I want to go to here.
Yep.
And
That's lightning bolt range, isn't it?
I'm not going to lightning bolt through the orcs as much as I want to. I'm very simply going to twin Sacred Flame, burning sorcery point, twin
Yep.
Sacred Flame, and I'm going to hit the orange and the pink guy next to him.
Okay.
Dex saves, please.
Dex saves, please. All right.
Isn't that still going to hit the orcs?
No, Sacred Flame's a single target.
Which
All
I'm
right.
making a dual target.
Orange, pink. Fail. And fail. It's each of these then?
Orange.
An extra 10 points. Yeah, cool.
Pink.
8. Yeah. Okay. Great. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Torok.
I am going to walk up here. What the fuck is going on here, boys? Fucking hell. And then I'm going to 4th level conjure Fey or summon Fey Spirit.
Summon Fae. Yeah.
Yeah. immunity to charm.
Sure. Yeah.
And he's going to come in over there. He is going to be I'm
Which
very
variant are you
tempted
picking?
to
Yeah.
take a mithril because it's going to be funny charming
That's
the
for yeah. Yeah.
the golden springs. But no, I'm going to go with fuming like normal.
Fuming. Yeah. Great.
Yep. And actually, I'm not going to summon him there. I'm going to summon him just here. I think. Yeah, there. And then I think that is my turn. Actually, no one's taken any damage yet.
I
Yeah.
have.
Tony
yeah.
has.
Tongi's taking a tiny bit. Yeah.
A tiny bit. I won't worry them for the minute. And that will be Tor. Actually, no, I'm going to use my bonus action to pick up some stones and cast. Actually, I can't cast it because I've cast a spell. So yeah, nothing. Done with that one. Now the Fae, who will go on my turn, will use fucking what's it? Misty Step thing he's
Yep.
got. His Fae
Yep.
Step to there, and then attack the Golden.
With advantage.
Yep, it's level 4, so he's get 2 attacks. That
Okay, old douche.
is like 25.
25 will hit. Yeah.
What's the damage again? Oh, 1d6 plus 3 plus spell level. So that's 7 plus 1 plus 2. So yeah. So that is 13 damage on that one.
13 on that guy. Always looking pretty hurt.
And 28.
28 to hit. Yeah.
And 14 again.
14. Hang on. Let me do the maths here. Okay, he is not dead, but
And I'm sure he's got to do a concentration rope or 2.
he does have to actually. Yeah, 2 of those. Yeah, I should have done for you as well, Sam. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, 3.
I'm going to borrow that. So, Sam's will pass, but only just. That was low. First one there, he will pass. And that one's fine as well. Cool. Okay. Yeah, worth checking. Worth checking. Absolutely.
And that's the phase turn done.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. The orcs are well aware of what is happening. They have heard you, Jethro, shout.
Yep.
This guy's going to move to here. This guy's going to move to here.
Just taking a leak, just in case I don't respond when it's my turn.
Yeah. No, that guy's not going to go to there. He's going to go this way, so he's not going to occur an attack of opportunity at all. Right. So let's have 2 attacks against Tongi first. Those are both going to miss. Then we'll have 2 against Jethro. Oh, Jethro's are at disadvantage, so that's the first attack at disadvantage is going to miss. The second attack...
Who's attacking me?
The orcs at disadvantage are going to miss.
Specifically? Which orcs?
This one.
Yeah.
He's just tried to attack you twice at disadvantage. This one has tried to attack Tongi. This one here is now going to try and attack you as well, again at disadvantage.
I'm going to use my reaction
Mhm.
on... Well, roll this one.
See if they hit you.
Yeah.
They are basically swinging at air and missing.
Yeah.
Because you're too fucking fast, baby.
And he's invisible.
They all miss.
Exactly. Yeah. They all miss.
Okay, well, Tipsy Sway, the guy that missed me here. He hits a creature within 5 feet of him. So he hits the golden voice.
Okay.
And make him hit that guy when he misses me.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can spend a key point to do that, huh?
Yep, I should spend that. That'd be a good idea. Did I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your
have one
hand
health.
comes up. No, but the guy gets a bonus of more than one on his hits.
Okay, good.
The golden voice is not particularly healthy looking, and you're able. The orc swings at you. It has what would pass for a sword or maybe a cutlass, but it's basically a length of sharpened metal.
So a little Wing Chun deflection. Slap the edge of the blade.
Yep. And it comes down onto the neck of its captor. And it looks aghast and shocked for a brief moment. But only for a brief moment.
Wonderful.
Tongy, the concentration breaks on your enemies abound spell.
Oh,
I think that might be the first time I've used that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
They usually never miss. They always hit me in combat. I'm fine with that.
Sure, we were going to have 2 attacks against you, but I think this guy's changed his mind.
Oh boy.
You see, similarly, the sword raise, and there's a look of absolute confusion on this orc's face. And it freezes and stands before you with the sword raised, but it does not come down.
Is that dwarf still kicking? What's he saying? I just pointed at my screen.
The other 2 pink dwarves are still around, definitely.
And they're not golden boys.
Are they?
They are
They're
not.
just other dwarves.
They are. They're
hostile?
dressed in. Yeah.
Well, I guess we can see.
One has moved away and sounded a horn from his belt. Obadiah, it is your turn.
Six. Oh, I'll move that way.
I tell you what, I'm going to invite Tor, I think, specifically to make an insight check.
Not great, that one. Actually, no. 17?
17.
Oh,
Yeah, not quite. The expression that I've given you there, stunned and confused, is most of what I can express there for you. The real, yeah, it has definitely affected him. This guy dying, but I think that's the best that you can work out at the moment.
So there's 2 dwarves left?
There are 2 dwarves left and a gaggle of heavily armed orcs.
Okay, I'm going to cast Charm Person at 2nd level to hit both of them. Oh, hang on, 30 feet. No, I'm not. I'm just going to shout out to persuade them.
Okay. You can give me a persuasion check.
We're here on Highcleave's orders. We're only here for the Golden Voice
For the
clan.
dwarves, it's the dwarves that you're addressing.
Yeah, I'll shout it in Dwarvish.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And my persuasion is pretty...
You've still got advantage because of your enhanced ability.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
It's always on the ball with that shit.
13.
13 total. Okay, we'll see what happens when their turn comes around.
Mm.
Anything else for Obadiah Black?
Sorry, I'm going to dash, in fact, just because I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
cast the spell. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
6. That's me.
And last of all, we have Mr. Dunbarn. can only move that far. Bless him. But what is he going to try and do? Can he do anything?
You can choose carefully. That's what you can do.
Yeah. But I think he's gonna. Yeah, let's call it a dash. I'll say. Just a hair. But he's huffing and grunting at it. The armor that he's moving in is heavy, shall we say.
It is time for me.
At the top of the round. Jethro, you can make me a fresh perception check, please.
Okay. Natural 20.
My man.
Nicely done.
My luck. I can see through the walls.
There is movement in the hallway now.
Oh no.
Ahead of you. This is what the horn has called.
It's gonna be
A force of orcs rushing. They are running.
Very well.
Veritable horde.
They weren't your brethren.
But it is
Wall of
indeed
fire.
your turn,
No.
Jethro. What would you like to do?
Well, I'll just look at this dwarf and say, "What do you want to do here, mate?"
You're still invisible.
Oh, can I just whatever. Dwarf, are you hostile to us? I'll say to the one in front of me.
You can give me an insight check.
Bloody hell. Oh, wait. Nearly knocked myself out there. It's kind of cocked.
Yeah, I'm going to say roll that again.
A lot. 26?
26.
25.
The dwarf that's in front of you is looking relatively swayed. He's seen some rather exquisite violence, unseen a lot of it, from a man who was directed towards an individual who was supposed to be the strongest in the group. You know, that dwarf was convinced that there were ways that he could protect himself, and he just completely failed to employ any of them in time. The orcs around you are picking up on what you're saying as well. With a high enough roll, what was the total there?
25.
25. Their ears are pricking up in much the same way that they did a moment ago when they heard you call out. They're trying to suss out where you are. They can't see you yet, and they don't fully know what that means.
I will say, Orc brothers, I am Jethro Chadwick in Orcish, and this beside me is Tongi, and I'll say, Tongi, on your turn, say something so they know you. Kill the Golden Cloak voices, but try and spare the rest of the orcs. Spare the dwarves that aren't Golden Voices. And we will free you and lead you out of here. And then I'm just going to charge past this guy into this great morass. Wait, hold on. 5,
Respect.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah,
Can I move through the people, Jed?
In theory, no. With your drunken mastery, kind of gives you some ability on that,
jump
doesn't it?
over or something.
Yeah, I'm going to say passing through them is going to use double movement. And you can't end in a square that's occupied.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm ruling,
Well, there
basically.
isn't any square that's unoccupied.
Up at the wall. Where the
Yeah.
green
Well,
hand is.
let's split these guys up a little bit, so we've got some
Okay,
more space.
that'll be fine. In that case, I'll use, what is it called? Step of the Wind.
You got a square now.
Step of
Punch
the
over
that
here.
Wind.
voice, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll use Step of the Wind and just jump over the crowd.
Okay.
And land in front of this guy. And I kind of gave a speech. You want to call that my action, or up to you?
So I will either give you the choice. You can make me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
I'll give you some options.
Yeah.
You can make a persuasion check on that,
I've used
or
my
we can
bonus
rule
action.
we can rule that is going to give someone else advantage on making a similar persuasion check on their turn. Hint as what the rest of you might like to do. Depending on how you feel there, Gex.
Okay, I won't make it a persuasion. It's just a hint because I want to attack this fucking golden voice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and you've given guidance to Tongi and everything like that as well.
Yeah, am I still invisible?
You are, I believe so, unless you've dropped it, Tongi.
Nope, I'm
No.
still up.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It hasn't been 10 rounds, so.
Hasn't been his turn again yet.
Make
either.
me, if you're going to target that guy, Gex,
Yep.
make me a wisdom save.
Okay, so that's a 25 on that attack, but my wisdom save will have to be 20.
Just checking the specific rules. 20 on the wisdom save. That is enough, so the attack goes through. Fine. Okay. Yep. Sure. Yeah.
So
Roll the attack.
it was a 25. So
Yep.
with the spear, so 30 damage,
30 damage. Okay.
and then a further attack. It's greater invisibility. He's fucking sick, by the way. A lot more. 29.
Let me just check whether you have to do that for every single.
Yeah.
Creature. Any who targets the wounded creature with an attack or harmful. So for every attack, you've got to make that wisdom save.
Okay, I'll do it again. So that's a 20. A lot. 29. So that'll be a 16.
16. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
I'll
You
just
can
lose
attack
it.
one of these other orcs around you, or
Nope.
you can.
I'll just lose it.
Okay. This is the Sanctuary spell that this guy has cast.
It's fine. I've got good wisdom.
You've used your bonus action.
Yep, to step the
Yep.
wind. That's my turn.
Excellent. Okie dokie. After. Go on, Tongi. Again, your turn.
Right, does the dwarf in front of me look like he's about to hit me again? Or has he, like, lowered his weapon?
He is looking. He's looking pretty impressed. He's looking pretty affected, pretty shocked. And Jethro's rolled in a check on that to try and kind of work that out. As for the, again, you can make another insight check, but I'm wondering what more information you're going to get other than what Jethro worked out a moment ago.
I just like I don't want him to like hit me in the back if I'm running away.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna move away, move towards all
Take
these
the risk.
orcs here.
Okay. If you're moving, he's not going to attack you, but that orc there is.
Oh,
Really?
thank you.
Okay.
And he's going to hit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's gonna hit. It's alright. He'll be fine.
So that's fuck all. 15 points of damage.
Did you speak to them?
It was a crit, Jez.
Well, no, I was
Yeah.
about to speak to that. Like I was.
Oh,
about
that was all the
to-
dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now you can speak, I guess.
15 points for Tongi, and can I get you to make a concentration save, please?
Yep.
So this time the DC is still 10.
That might be invisible. But it's not going to happen.
That's
It's still going to stay up. You've rolled over 12 on the die. The DC is still 10. Yeah.
So Tonga's going to move over here, and then he's going to say in Orcish, obviously.
Yep.
Brothers, you may not recognize me, but I am Tongi. I was a slave with you all. Do not hurt all dwarves, only the golden voices. They deserve it. And would that be an action, or like trying to convince
They'll use your action. Please make me a persuasion check.
Big money, no whammy.
Oh, that wasn't a very good roll. Should I re-roll that? Because that didn't really properly roll.
I believe it was advantage, wasn't it?
Yeah, with advantage. Persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Just roll the second one. Or re-roll. Yeah, that works. Whatever Jed decides.
Yeah. Yeah, re-roll them both.
Re-roll them both. Okay, so that's...
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's.
Whoops,
I'm going to call that cocked, I'm afraid, because that's definitely on top of the thing.
Come on, just roll properly, goddamn dice.
Okay.
Right, so 15. Yeah, just 15 because my
15's flat.
Yep.
How does inspiration work on advantage?
You can re-roll both of them again if you want, or you can see what effect 15 has.
Yeah,
15's pretty standard pass.
Pretty beefy.
Yeah, I'll keep 15. Save the inspiration.
Okay.
I'm throwing out all the rerolls tonight.
We'll see what happens on their turn.
You might be about to take a hell of a lot of attacks.
and that persuasion was an action, wasn't
I'll
it?
just get eaten by orcs.
Yeah, we'll say if you were going to make the roll, because
because I
up the roll.
could have made an action, but I chose to make the attack instead of persuasion.
Right, I'm just right because I can use my bonus action.
You got a boner?
Spiritual weapon is still up.
Spiritual weapon's still up, absolutely.
How far can I move it again?
It's 30
I
feet.
can only move it to 20 feet.
Oh, really? Huh.
It's not very good, really.
Spiritual weapon's one of these things in the right circumstances is great.
Yeah, this might be the right circumstance because there's just a plethora of enemies in a small space.
If you don't have like a useful bonus action that you can do every turn, then the spiritual weapon's great. It's just like free damage.
Any fight that's not in a closed space, though, just can't go anywhere. Can't get there quick enough.
Yeah, I just move my spiritual weapon up, and that's what I can do.
All right. That appears to be a gold token.
Okay.
Yeah, let the dwarfs go first again on that initiative shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, absolutely. We've got this guy's turn here, and this guy here, and again. Right. So, the one at the front, which Jethro has attacked and hit, is going to... What's he going to do? Yeah. The one at the front there is going to trigger. So he gets a special ability where he can trigger some extra attacks. Now you're fully invisible there, Jethro, so you're going to get a couple of attacks against you, but they're all going to be at disadvantage again.
He's got a pretty good idea of where I am, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sure, but yeah, the enemy's not being able to see you. So he can trigger other creatures coming to his defense. But first attack, gonna miss. Another orc. These are all orcs again swinging at you. Gonna miss. Gonna miss. That great invisibility is coming in clutch for a bunch of reasons.
Yeah.
What some of the others are yet.
This is the new meta.
It's like better than casting on a rogue.
Invisible Jethro.
Pretty terrifying.
If we gave him pass without trace as well, you could literally be a ninja.
Okay. And he's gonna.
I could always cast darkness, and then he is a ninja.
Yeah. But he's going to keep that going, and he's not going to cast anything else for the moment. Not concentrating on anything. Okay, and the second one there, though, is going to... He can see Tongi.
Bastard.
Fuck's sake.
Hey, you roll with me. You take some beats. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I'm loving it. I'm like, well, let's see what happens now. That's what Foggy's made for.
I'm definitely a bruiser monk, for sure.
Ah. Now... Yeah. Gex, can I get you to make a wisdom save?
Absolutely, that's my favorite.
He knows roughly where you are, so he can hit you. You know, your 10-foot radius is going to get you.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to get a bunch of other orcs as well. Neat. Okay, cool. That's going to fail.
You know what? I'll use the sift after for the last time.
You can use that, or you can use an inspiration or whatever you like.
Yeah, I'll use the inspiration. Fuck it.
All right.
And reroll. Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna reroll that immediately. Oh,
That's better.
Oh, nice.
A 3 tonight.
yes. And what?
Okay.
It would have been another one, but it was cocked. So I didn't
quite
take it.
Yeah.
Probably means you'll die in the next fight.
If it's against Beck, I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
I have to fucking reincarnate your ass.
Don't worry, I'll just cast Revivify.
Okay. That's that guy's action. He's going to move a little bit, but basically... There goes there. Okay. Next on the line. So, yeah, other dwarves. This dwarf is pretty fucking cowed. He's going to move a bit. When I say a bit, he's looking towards Tongi and to where he thinks Jethro is, but he's actually moving towards you guys, and he is going to drop his weapon.
Chad.
So I'm going to name him
Terry.
that. Weaponless.
Weapon.
Okay, that's not snappy, but okay.
Yeah.
Yellow belly.
Empty hands.
He has been persuaded to drop his weapon by Mr. Black.
Good
The
job.
rest of these orcs, which are under, are pretty decent. This guy's going to have, however, move around here now. He, again, doesn't really have an idea of where Jethro is. So he's attacking with disadvantage. What's your AC?
19.
That won't hit. Okay.
I'd be happy to let it. One of them deserves to hit me at this point. Let it be a dwarf. I'll let it be an orc.
Yeah.
I'd rather an orc hit me.
Okay, they're all misses. Fucking hell. Why am I rolling? I'm rolling really badly as well. Like, that first one was close, but...
I don't know why you're rolling for attacks on me, bro.
This guy's going to attack Tongi.
Which guy's going to attack me? Oh,
This
the guy that
sucker
blew
here.
the horn. Oh.
The guy that blew the horn to begin with.
Old horn dog. Wait. The person that was
wasn't
controlling him. Oh, is he not convinced? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe
This
he wasn't being controlled.
weaponless Sir Robin. Yeah, Sir Robin at the back there. He's going to throw his hammer. I don't know why I rolled that like that. Sorry, that should have only been... I'm going to re-roll both of those because that should have only been the one. Gonna miss. Second attack. Your AC was 21?
19, my AC.
19. 19. That'll hit. Damn. With the hammer being thrown. 8 points of damage. Again, concentration check if you don't mind. And a third attack with the hammer being thrown again. And this hammer again is flying out and boomeranging around. That's going to miss again. Advantage on your concentration check.
Advantage.
Oh fuck it!
20.
Don't even fucking bother. Fuck you.
Oh my god. Orc Brothers Dream Team. Let's go.
We're the
Okay, all right.
frontliners who just can't be stopped.
Guy's here at the back. This guy's going to force his way through. Are you in range for him to throw that at that? Yeah, fuck it. All right. Yes. A hit
Cool.
and a miss. All right, great. $16 points.
What, to me?
To Tongi, yeah.
Oof. Tongi is very hurt.
And a concentration save if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, that too.
The DC's still only 10, because he's not. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Might be worth some healing at some point.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get to heal in my next turn.
These guys are just going to stay here at the back. They're not going to move up to attack just yet for tactical reasons. Gronon, your turn.
Would you allow me to make a rousing speech as a dash?
I've been calling a persuasion check an action there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm inclined to say that'll use your action if you want to target the orcs again. It is absolutely, I need to stress, it is possible to break them out of this with this kind of charisma check. You can get them to change this, but they are under a pretty decent charm effect. So if you guys can beat what I'm calling the DC of that charm effect with including a persuasion check, that'll change some minds.
I
The
gotta reroll
15
it.
Yeah, the 15 that Tongi rolled earlier on wasn't high enough. I've got to draw.
I've got a riskier plan.
I like it better.
Cast Dimension Door.
Yes.
You
Get
taking
on
anybody with
in
you?
here, brother.
Well, I don't think Gab was close enough to me.
Okay.
Could you not like move 5 feet and then?
It's not part of the plan.
Okay.
That's fine. Psychotic plan.
That was an action.
That's an action.
Use a cantrip, can I? That's a bonus
You
action.
can cantrip has a bonus action. You can quicken a cantrip if you want to cast one. Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that. Bear with me. It really annoys me that it's on It's on a different page. The sorcery points.
Mm.
It's just one to quicken a cantrip. I'm certain.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just the tick down button is on a different page for the spells.
Yeah, it's a different tab. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sacred Flame, I think, on the one that Jeffrey's punching.
Yeah,
I'm
on the
not
one
very
that
good at
Dex.
Dex.
Yeah, they were not good at Dex. Yep, that's a fail.
I'm actually going to roll this with real dice. .
13.
Yep,
Cool.
Better note.
that's my turn.
All right. Gronon is in the fray, though.
Yeah, I'm totally with Gex on this. We've got to kill the Golden Cloaks first.
– Golden balls.
I mean,
Do
Yorks.
concentration check.
He wasn't concentrating on anything, I don't think. Because he yeah.
Foreshadowing.
He's not concentrating on mind control. I guess.
I wonder what's
Yes.
happening with these orcs.
And when maybe it's just like they cast the spell and then when it has a duration and when they die, drop the spell.
It's not a concentration base.
Don't tell us.
It definitely affected the first batch of orcs when the guy died.
Yeah, they're all
they haven't.
casting like
They
mass suggestion or something.
These guys haven't had a turn since you killed that other one.
Right.
They will be their turn after Tor now.
So I am gonna move slowly past this dude. Gonna give a look at him.
Yeah, he is
If he
going to get
attacks
an
me,
attack opportunity if you're going to move.
might not be your best fucking choice to attack, but well,
It's not that smart. So yeah, if you're going to move past him, if you're going to stay where you are, then he won't get it because you're still in range.
I mean, you could probably take
60 feet. Oh, I could definitely take it. I've got 22 AC.
it.
And 92 health. I will healing word level 3 on Tongi.
Nice.
Bonus action.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, roll the dice, baby.
So I roll it or
what
you?
is it again? You can if you want, mate. It's 3d4.
If you're casting, you roll it if you don't mind.
Yep. Boom. Plus 5. So 11. And I think Tor will leave it there for the second.
Yeah, you're not going to take a main action.
No, I can't cast any more spells because I've cast.
You could
That
cast a
will be
cantrip, but that's it. Yeah,
Ooh.
sure.
Cantrip. Frostbite is 60 feet. I don't feel like I would see the one that Jeffro's attacking. So I will use my action to disengage.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, good choice.
To there. Yeah, I'm not going to walk into. So I can see everything there. Cool.
And for your fuming Fae?
Yep. So that one is going to move. He's going to move down to there. If the orc wants to take his attack, he can. That's it's AC 16.
Yeah, let's do that. That'll hit. Uh, 28.
Cool. And then he is going to use teleport or use face step.
Yep.
Which is 30 feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
10, 20, 30. And stab this dude in the back.
Great, go for it. With advantage then, because it's fuming.
And that is 29. No,
Glad of the
28.
advantage. Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah. Very glad of the advantage, I think.
Yeah, goddamn that ones.
And that is 14 damage.
14, great.
And that is 26.
26 will hit.
With 13 damage. It's pretty consistent with his damage of around 13 and 14.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay.
Now for one level 4 spell slot, it, does a job.
Okay. So now we are on the orcs' turn. There are a few of them, and I'm not going to roll
Yeah.
loads of attack rolls.
I could take it. Bring it on.
First thing I'm going to do.
You know how hard though it was to resist casting Wall of Fire.
Yeah, I'm sat here looking at fucking 6-level Spirit Guardians going,
Or a lightning bolt right through here. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just like pure fucking main. Well, I'd have done Wall of Fire in a circle. So it would have fucking got everyone.
I could take it.
Oh, you had been just on the inside, so
Safety net.
yeah, you'd have been just okay.
What I'm going to do, these guys are going to move up to attack you. These guys are going to move in. They know roughly where Jethro is.
Yeah.
These guys are going to get... yeah, I'm going to call it advantage for them. Still not there. Yeah, fine. Okay, and then these guys are going to move up to attack Tor. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll an attack roll for... yeah, these suckers can attack Gronon.
Definitely move them. There's an attack of opportunity there with the Fae.
Yeah, you're right. There. There. And there. So that's only 2 attacks there to come at you. So... what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll an attack each, and if it hits, you'll get damage from each of the things, rather than rolling 20 odd attack rolls. Does that sound fair to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones against Jethro will go with disadvantage anyway.
You should probably do the 2 attacks for me for shield.
Yeah, okay. Jethro is going to miss. Right, so in which case, Sam, for you, we'll roll... for a total of 24.
Take
Yeah? Okay, cool. And I'll do the second one as well if you'd like.
it. Mm-hmm.
That'll miss.
Yes, that will just naturally miss,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. 13 on you, Sam. Okay, Tongi, I'm going to roll 1 attack roll, and if it hits, then they all hit. All 5.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to miss. And then, Tor, I'm going to put 1 on you as well. It's going to miss. Thanks, RNG.
I don't even think that thing moved in the air.
No, it's fine. I trust the dice roll strips. They're okay, but...
Well, it's going to be a random number, isn't it? So it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we'll call that... Yeah, the orcs' turn. They've scattered and scarpered a bit. They're trying to box things in. And Obadiah Black.
Yes. I think a magic missile is in order. What's the range on that? It's 120.
It's like yeah, it's 120, I think, isn't it?
Okay, so 4th level magic missile. I'm gonna hit the guy, the golden cloak. Well, can I see the golden cloaks, Jed?
I'm.
I mean, those orcs in the way.
Yeah.
They're probably 6-footers, and
What I'd be if it was an attack roll, I'd be inclined to give them a +5 or something like that. I know magic missile doesn't work in that sort of way.
It just hits you.
Yeah, it just hits.
provided
You
I
know-
can see them. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
And they are
exactly it.
shorter.
I'm going to rule that you can see this guy, but not this guy. I know that that's going to seem weird and arbitrary, but
Sorry, wasn't looking at the screen when you clicked.
the one that's
Jethro's
next to Jethro, you can see. The one
And
further
the one
back,
that's next to Jethro is a bit fucked already. Yeah.
he's definitely quite hurt already.
Okay, I'm going to drop it to 2nd level magic missile and cast that instead. Which will be 4? How many bolts is Missile?
It's normally 3. If you cast it at second level, it's yeah.
It's 4, so 44 plus 4. Yay. So 13 points of damage.
13 points on that guy. Okay. He's not dead, but
Crap. Alright. And I will move then past the orcs.
okay. They
Up
are
to
going to
them.
attempt to hit you.
Well, that'll be the last thing they do in their lives.
That one will miss. I know your AC isn't huge, but what is your AC actually?
16.
16. So that one will hit. The first one will miss. Okay, cool.
Is it a bonus action?
9 points. On Obadiah.
Okay.
You're not concentrating on anything. No.
No, I'm told that it isn't a bonus action, so.
No.
Yeah, all good.
Okay. And then at the very bottom of the round, Dunbarn.
I forgot about it.
Now,
Most of this magic is going to be horrific AoE shit or
well, that's, yeah.
Lightning Boy.
Dunbarn has fewer compulsions about protecting and saving orc lives.
That's fair.
Okay, he can die down here with the rest.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering about this. He's going to cast Sleet Storm. It's a 40-foot radius. So,
That's 8 square. That's 16 squares. That's everyone.
yeah, he can hit this whole area, huh? 40-foot radius, so cool. All right. Get everybody in that area to make me. What is that?
Excellent.
It's a dex save. Yep.
I should even bother.
I mean, make the roll. You might roll a 1.
Actually, my strength
Not-
is better now. 28.
It was not a nat, but it was a 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Total 20. Yeah.
Back in a moment.
That's the size of the
13
circle.
for
That
the
would,
Fae.
Yeah.
that's everyone.
13 for the Fae. Yeah. Tongi, can I get you to make me a dex save, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm going to make 1 for all of the orcs.
And that is 16.
16. Okay.
Oh, Gav.
I roll well for all of the orcs doing that. Okay. Pink dwarves. Fucking suck.
Each
Gold.
filthy animal touch my dice. 20.
Okay, wow. Yeah, wow. Okay.
Why do they
Ruined
go-
the look of my dice, Jed.
Rolled 2 20s out of
Yeah.
3 rolls there. Yeah, crazy. Okay.
Am I in it as well, Jed? I might be.
Probably. I think you would be.
Let's say not quite. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's say let's make the check.
19.
19. Okay. Anyone that's rolled an 18 or fewer. No, yeah, fewer than 18, sorry. Is prone. So Tony definitely is knocked prone.
Yeah.
You're not going to take any damage for the moment.
Is anyone else prone? Any of them?
The pink dwarfs are knocked prone. Creature starts. If creature starts an area in the thing, it must make a yeah. Okay, fine. The area is heavily obscured. It's a bit of a fucking stupid move by Dunbarn. Oh well.
Yeah, it is. He's going to end up dead.
The area is filled with ice. This is a man who has spent his time looking at the snows. and the like. It's better than a cool lightning.
Do you foresee this going on much longer?
Time is that. Shall we end because we're at the end of the round?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Okay.
we'll resume. I'm going to hit save.
Sorry about it. I had to put my dough in the oven. Or else it
Yeah,
did.
that's all right.
What'd I miss?
Well,
Finishing.
nothing since you made the dick save. I
Okay.
think we're at the end of the round, so we'll resume not next week, but the week after at the top of the round.
Very well.
Jeffrey.
Right ice on the
about to
board
say.
before you save it, Jeff.
13th,
Yeah.
we won't be here. Me and Jamie will be at download.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
so it'd be a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 week holiday basically. Back in
that's
3
fine.
weeks.
That is
Where's my
fun.
text box?
Oh, I might have the energy to do something.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm not here the 27th. FYI.
Okay.
Okay. Play the 20th, skip the 27th, and back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Bit of a weird month, June.
Yeah, it's summer. I'll be sailing.
Seaman on poop deck.
Exactly, that's the one.
Okay.
I was meant to be going in August for a regatta week, but Dad's missus managed to book the rental house for the week before, a year ago. So we can't. Can't get another one now. It's way too late.
Yeah.
No, respect. It's absolute signal move from her.
But when she went to book it, she was like, "Oh my god, there's loads of houses available."
Yeah, I can't believe it's this free for a regatta week.
These golden voice have a bunch of other abilities, but they all require you to be able to see the creature that.
To be fair,
Sorry.
it lasts a minute. We've probably only got like 4 or 5.
You've been-
turns.
We've
How many turns have
only
we
done like 3
3?
rounds.
Shit.
Yeah.
I did.
That's it.
Another, like, 7 rounds.
I did run up to the corner before I engaged in combat there, so maybe that was 10 seconds or something.
We'll call that a round. Yeah.
Sam's had 2 rounds, so we're on round 3 now.
Okay.
I've only cast 2 spells.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's actually
Yeah,
plenty
I can
left.
cast it as well, so we're good.
I would have been happy for it to drop at any point.
God, that's so useful for a 4th level spell.
It's
Yeah.
very powerful. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
and
I didn't
then
realize how. Because I remember
See,
playing a caster and I was like, "What's the point of greater invisibility?" I didn't get it. I was like reading it. I was like, "Why is it 4th level compared to regular invisibility?" And I realized, like, "Oh yeah, you can attack and just remain invisible."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
Yeah.
also now got contingency, so I can say if somebody attacks me, I go invisible.
Nice.
I've seen things like that done. We had an NPC with contingency that would cast Thunderstep if he took more than 20 damage in a round. Things like that. It was yeah. Yeah.
Right.
If and when you want to set that up, Gav, talk to me about it. But
Oh, I can't because I need the
later
little gem
Uh,
encrusted statue,
I follow you. Yeah. Okay.
and
Well, yeah,
that's
we'll sort it
1,500
out.
gold worth, and it's got to be done in Hyluri or wherever.
All right, we'll call that quits then. Good job. That was really fun. Thank you, Jed. I had a
I'm
great
glad
time.
you're all having fun. I know it's a lot of moving
Yeah.
parts in the same combat, so it feels a little slow. But
Nah, it feels
Nah,
rapid
brilliant.
compared to some combats.
well, sure.
You've got your shit together, so you're just like, this guy attacks, this is damage, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Quick fire. It's good.
It's a lot for me to keep in mind. Dunbarn himself as a character is kind of complex, and so there's a bunch of stuff that he can do that I don't want to waste. The Golden Voice, like I say, this is frustrating for them as characters.
Don't get me wrong.
Good.
I could have made it take longer, but
That's
I know.
exactly it.
32
Yeah.
elk, please.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will have an
But yeah.
animal for each one of you orcs.
But yeah, well done so far, fellas. Yeah, I'm having fun. All right,
Thanks,
cool.
Ed.